Today was yesterday because yesterday was so close, like almost like it was the same day.
I hear ya.
That's right.
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Couple phone numbers in the New York City area, 877-692-1027. Outside of New York City, 866-277-4WOW.
Wow.
866-277-4WOW. On the way, Brady Bunch trivia, Anthony.
No.
One of the only bits we do. Brady Bunch trivia on the way.
Boy, that
in between talking about TNA, we'll be doing lots and lots of Brady Bunch trivia.
That was some retrospective.
Yeah, the rest of the country's missing out. We got the 2 o'clock hour here in New York City that we do just for New York City.
Yeah.
And we were replaying some fond memories today.
Wasn't that a pisser? The old days of this station that were on in New York, they were playing old butt rock music, and we had a little argument with the DJ that came on after us. It was very funny. Carol.
Well, they missed it, so now it's...
Yeah.
But during the argument, she said that all we do on our show is Brady Bunch trivia.
I guess we did that day. I don't know. We ever actually played that game? I don't know.
I think there was a time where the listeners challenged you.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much
to Brady Bunch trivia.
It wasn't really a segment or anything. People just would call up and...
They would try to stump you.
Try to stump me.
They would try to stump your Brady Bunch knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Come a long way, I guess, right?
Not really.
Eric, what's going on?
There you go.
There seems to be a guy named Eric that's associated with another radio show that desperately wants to come in here.
He wants to come on? Why not?
But he doesn't have the balls to come on the air.
See what he's all about.
But he loves us, he says.
Yeah.
He loves us.
He loves us.
Well, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, Anthony.
Yes, it is.
That old gag.
It's an old gag that's been working, though.
It's an old gag that works real well.
People seem to enjoy seeing lovely women.
Do you realize
this
is either the 7th or 8th summer of WOW?
Stop it.
Already?
Let me think. Yeah. Wow. Oof. It's easy. You put the WOW on the vehicle, and when you're driving around and a girl sees the WOW on your vehicle, and she feels so inclined, she'll pull her shirt up. Show you her lovely cannage on the way home.
And this thing has taken on a life of its own, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a little of that today. Also, I got a couple emails I want to read right off the bat here.
Yeah.
I'll start with the easy one. This is from Christy. She writes, Opie and Anthony, some friends were in Atlantic City last weekend, and they were propositioned by a prostitute that offered them a Greek Picasso for only $60. She wants to know, any idea what this sexual delicacy might be?
A Greek Picasso.
We've heard of a lot of these things. I've never heard of the Greek Picasso.
Well, if it's Greek, it must involve the balloon knot. The backdoor action we're talking. That's always the Greek. You ever see the blow-up doll? The boxes say authentic Greek features.
Yeah.
That means it has a bung. That means it has the back way. But the Picasso thing, I can only think, judging from my knowledge of Picasso paintings, that there might be something either coming out of the balloon knot. Maybe it's like a Cleveland steamer or a hot lunch or a hot Carl.
You're just guessing, though.
I'm guessing. I'm speculating.
The Chicago hot plate.
Chicago hot plate?
I don't know. I was just trying to be local today. So does anyone know what the Greek Picasso is? There's got to be a definition for that one. We've heard of the donkey punch. We've heard of just about all of them.
Yeah.
But the Greek Picasso, that's Greek to me.
Never heard of that one. Tell you the truth, and the instant feedback isn't helping us yet. The delay has to kick in.
All right, so let that settle in your old brain.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of on the same subject, you know how we used to talk about the rusty trombone a lot, Anthony?
Oh, of course. Now, that's a favorite.
Yeah, well, in case you don't know what a rusty trombone is, why don't we go to this quick little song here?
All right.
Just to catch everyone up, okay? This is a really funny email, by the way.
rusty trombone is best with the filthy whore. She'll reach around and get you off with her hand. All the while she'll lick your spot by your tiny balloon knot. Hope you didn't eat too much bran. A rusty trombone may not be moral. While I think this sounds kind of gay, I'd rather get some oral with the finger up my but that's me. What the hell? I'm not. Come on, honey. Start the music. Yeah.
They didn't jump out of that, right?
I hope not.
Oh, God. Did they jump out of that? Nope. Oh. Okay, that was a close one. Well, just in case you don't know what a rusty trombone is yet, we used to be obsessed with this stupid thing.
It's
Well, I got another song.
Oh, another song? Which one is this?
Now you're doing the rusty trombone. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you. There's nothing to it. Show 'em you can play all night. Grab that horn, hold it tight. Put your lips right on the hole. Gently now, don't beat your bowl. Slide it to the left and right and blow on it with all your might. You'll get horny if you play your horn alone. So get behind me and blow on my trombone. Stroke it in and out, my friend, while you blow the other end. You don't need no saxophone. Now you're doing rusty trombone. Rusty trombone. So tell him that you like his horn and you can play it all night long. Get right down and blow it too underneath that big old moon. Now it's time to turn around and let your partner go to town. Get on your knees, give a cheer. Dirty Sanchez, time is here. Things get rusty when they are not used. So grab my testes and use a lot of lube. Use a lot of lube. Stroke it in and out, my friend, while you blow the other end. You don't need no saxophone. Now you're doing rusty trombone. 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 Rusty trombone.
All right, we get it.
Rusty trombone.
All right, we get it.
Rusty trombone.
We get it.
Rusty trombone.
Thank you. Thank you. There you go, the rusty trombone. That made it through, too. Nice.
Very good.
Now, does everyone understand what the rusty trombone is, Anthony?
I hope so. It's a little stimulation of the balloon knot with the tongue. And then as the girl is doing this, that's the sickest part, the girl is the one performing it.
Yeah.
On the guy.
Yes.
She has to give the reach around.
Yes.
And work the junk like a trombone. It's like you're blowing into, and I guess the rusty part is maybe the mouthpiece seems a little rusty. You know? Might leave some residue. It is probably the sickest thing. I mean, I could not even fathom.
Now, what's the other one? The mud?
The Pinch Pot Mudworks. Pinch Pot Mudworks is the same thing, only a guy performing a girl. He's, in the mud, yet he's pinching the pot. You know what I mean? Give him the reach around Pinch Pot Mudworks.
I think that's an O&A original, by the way. I've never heard of that one before.
Never, ever.
I think your brother came up with that.
Pinch Pot Mudworks.
My favorite has got to be the chili dog.
The chili dog? Oh, is that after you're done tapping the balloon knot? You take it, and then she...
Let's just say that the balloon knot does what balloon knots do.
Right.
And it's like, some things in life are very solid. Other things in life are liquidy and messy. That's the way things are. Sometimes if something is liquidy and messy, which could be anything, from a balloon knot, if it happens to be on your chest, and then you push the T's together, and you TF in the mess.
Oh, I got you. Then
that's a chili
looks
dog.
like a chili dog with the bun, the hot dog, and all that scrumptious chili around it.
Get a good one.
Get a good one. Don't drop it.
Fill it to the tippy top. Anyway, so this email came in today. We forgot all about the rusty trombone. It's been a while. We're not as obsessed with the rusty trombone lately. But this lady, Ann, wrote us, and God, I hope I could clean this up for the radio. All right. My boyfriend Jay told me about a rusty trombone a few months ago when he heard about it on your show. He's sort of been daring me ever since by bringing it up every now and then. Well, this weekend, as usual, Jay stayed over and we had our Sunday morning romp. I had him buttered up with some banana emotion lotion, which I worked in and around in preparation for the dirty deed. So far, so good, right?
I guess.
I stood him up because that usually helps him. Okay, whatever.
Helps him wait.
The complete.
It's all right. Take your time.
He's standing. She's praying.
Oh, okay.
All right. So she stood him up and he was assuming that she was going to get ready to pray.
All right.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. He never suspected a thing because this is what they usually do. It's a big turn on for him to be standing while she's praying.
Right.
Okay. So he's just assuming it's like business as usual. After a few minutes, I asked him to get down on his knees as I was trying to sneak around behind him. He became suspicious and was turning his you know what. We all know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because if I say the word, then they're going to start dumping. So he was turning his back half away from me, trying to get away from me until I was on my knees chasing after him as we traveled in circles like a couple of idiots.
Like two dogs when they meet in the street. You know how the one doesn't want it sniffed? And they'll just start going around in circles at each...
So she continues. So my hotshot boyfriend, who talked about it and dared me for months, turned into a total chicken when it came to face the music.
That's not a chicken.
Sincerely, Ann. Well, no, he was the one who brought it up in the relationship. So she was all scared, but assumed, well, this is something he wants. She finally gets brave enough to do it, realizing that he doesn't want it at all. It was just more of a joke. So she's trying to get behind him, and he just keeps
spinning in circles. Hey.
So they're naked in the bedroom, just going around in circles.
I'll tell you something, though. In that situation, if the guy suggested it, and then she all of a sudden spontaneously tries to do it, I don't know. There's a lot of variables back there. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted to have it done, he probably would have liked a little advance notice that it was coming that night, and then be able to get in and sit on a belt sander or something just to, you got to really clean that up.
Shower.
Get in the shower, a lot of scrubbing.
So he could call in the cleaning crew.
Call in the cleaning crew. It's that room in the house that not many people visit.
No, so the guys come in with their big suits.
Yeah.
Like Outbreak.
It got to clean up. You might have a guest room in your house that you use for storage. No one ever sees it, so you let it get a little unruly. Right. And then if you have company just drop by, you're not going to put them in that room. Unexpected company.
I hear you.
You want them to call, let you know they're coming so you could clean the room out. That way their stay will be a little more comfortable.
That room gets a little stanky.
A little musty.
Right? A little dusty. A lot of dust on things.
You want to clean it up, clear it out, set it up nice, and open a few windows to air it out a little bit.
You might want to put on a coat of paint.
Yeah.
A new coat of paint.
And meanwhile, it's the same room, but it's a lot nicer than if you had it all full of junk and garbage.
It's still part of that beautiful house of yours with all the brand new rooms.
You take care of your house.
Oh, yeah.
You have to. You take care of everything, the front rooms, the back rooms, But there's that one room, sometimes it gets a little unruly, and you don't want unexpected company.
Hell, a lot of people aren't going in that room. So you just keep the door locked and no one notices.
That's why. And then unexpectedly, someone wants to use the room?
Yeah.
No, you can't have unexpected guests in that room.
No.
My friend, True, was having that done. I guess he hadn't prepared properly.
Oh, no.
And this is true. Oh, no. And he's a pig. He always wants it done. He's always like, go ahead, do it.
Oh, God.
He doesn't care. That's right. And as she's doing it, he hears...
Wallpaper.
Now, see,
You don't want paper. That's something for girls and guys. Let me tell you something, ladies.
Oh, so happy.
The guys don't like the paper. I know there's quite a few nooks and crannies in places, but there's, if there's ever a little balled up piece of paper,
all right, now you get me sick.
You don't want that.
I was with you with the guest room, man. Let's relax now.
There is a reality.
You don't want it. There's a reality there.
And if you spill something in the guest room, you leave it there.
You can't leave it there. You don't leave it.
You don't have enough money to clean up the guest room.
No.
You're too busy cleaning the rest of the house.
You spill something in the guest room, you know what could happen? It could sink through the floor and end up in another room. You don't want that happening.
But until that happens, you just kind of let it go. You just let it be.
There are certain areas that are meant to be left alone or need a lot of advanced warning.
But sometimes, it's good to have Grandma in the guest room.
Wait a minute. Are we still talking about the same room? What room are you talking about?
You put her in the guest room because she doesn't know. She doesn't notice anything.
You can't let Grandma go in the guest room. No way.
Although Grandma's guest room is nice to sit in once in a while.
It's all musty and dry and dusty.
She's old. She doesn't know you're even in there. Just sneak in while she's sleeping.
See some of her old curios she left about. Some bric-a-brac.
Stay for a while. You leave something on the floor. You leave. She wakes up. She thinks she fell. Oh, I must have slipped in some glue.
Could happen. Oh, my God.
So keep Grandma out of the guest room?
Yeah. Everyone should be kept out of that little storage room. That's not a thing that I've ever thought of.
What if you have a wife that doesn't want to go in the guest room, but you have a neighbor that wants to go in the guest room?
You don't even have to clean it up. If she's willing to go in, she knows what she's going to get herself into.
All right. All right, we got a break.
Man.
That's funny, though. Thanks for that letter, Ann.
There shouldn't be any girl. I can't understand a girl really wanting to do that. Unless you're talking about, a young Asian boy or something. It's just too crazy. It's just crazy back there.
Not all of us are messes back there. Some of us happen to be very wispy-haired and lovely.
No, I'm not talking about everybody. And cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say, if I could say it. But it's just one of those things where, I don't know, it seems like if you got a chick there and she's very clean and everything, that's a no-brainer. You do anything. But a guy is just known for being a little sweaty and the sack is banging up against it and... Oh, my God.
What? You want to play in the major leagues? You got to get your uniform dirty, sweetheart. You want the nice dinners and a ride in the nice car? You earn it.
All right, here's the deal. So we'll take a break. When we get back, a lot of people want to tell us what the Greek Picasso is, Anthony. Mm-hmm. Also, a real interesting article on spanking your kids. Boy, times have changed, man.
Of course.
Something that has happened to all of us, now you could pretty much get arrested for doing. And this is just going to set Anthony into a tizzy. Pledge of Allegiance declared unconstitutional.
Unconstitutional.
Details next.
Because there's a car with a wow next to me.
Whip out your cans. Pull out your fun bag. What you waiting for? Do it. Do it now.
I'm wowing.
You look fabulous!
Opie and Anthony. We love seeing boobs. Well, duh.
107, The Opie and Anthony Show. WNEW.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show today. What is a Greek Picasso? Maybe Fox has the answer. What's up, Fox?
How you doing?
All right.
Greek Picasso. Let me see if I can say this right without getting dumbed out. The gentleman is using the balloon knot.
Yeah.
And when he's just about ready, he pulls out and he paints her derriere.
Ah.
See that?
So it's like balloon knot action, but you don't get to finish there.
Well, you do finish, of course, but, it's a beautiful artwork.
Right.
Beautiful artwork when you finish.
Well, they're offering it in Atlantic City for $60.
$60?
Not too shabby. All right, man. Thank you.
No problem, guys. Later.
Cheap for some A, right?
Matt from Jersey, tossing salad is what it is, Anthony. Picasso was an artist. Paintbrush equals lapping blank on the back. I'm not even going to believe that one. Well, how about this? Dennis from Trenton. The Greek Picasso is basically what you said. It involves the back door action. When the man leaves his and you know what. Right. The female pushes it. Take your time. The female. Yeah. Gets rid of it. Huh? Oh. He completes the deal. Yes. And then he gets to watch as she gets rid of it. As she, No. Because it's all taking place, balloon knot. Yeah, she coughs, but she coughs from that area. Right. And the design it leaves on the wall. Or $60. That's cheap. That can't be it. You're getting the satisfaction, plus little entertainment for your $1. $60 in Atlantic City, Greek Picasso. Did they put it on a canvas and you take it home with you? Kind of like what they do in Times Square? Out on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. This is what I did on my trip to Atlantic City. Look, everyone. Kevin from the Upper East Side. Greek Picasso is obvious, guys. Greek equals a Picasso. Uh-huh. A meaning, right. Greek equals, he had it written wrong. Greek equals the A. Okay. Picasso equals messy drawing. Messy, right. So, once again, you do your thing and you, remove. Yeah. And then you, brush. Now you're adding in a whole nother, remove, brush. A whole nother product into this whole scenario. Let me try this. Remove, brush, back. Remove, brush, back. Yes. So the canvas is... I'm not going to say it. Our listeners are smart. I know. But the canvas isn't the wall now. Just by saying what you did, they know. Right. Because I could remove, brush, back. Back. Yes. Back where it was. What? No. That would be a double Picasso. Canvas. Uh-huh. Remove. Right. Brush. Back. Back where? Back, silly. Oh, see, now. See, when you said canvas, it all made sense. Okay, the way you're saying it, though, I gotta say, I was confused. What were you thinking? I thought, because after you say remove, brush, back, you're thinking, put it back. I understand that, but then you said canvas, and I said, bravo. End of discussion. I thought you were brushing. Because the back could have been interpreted a couple different ways, but when you said canvas, I'm like, nice. Right? Yeah, I still don't think a lot of people are going to get it. I think our listeners are very intelligent people, Anthony. Brush. They're dim-witted at times, but I think... So are we all. Yes, but I think in this instance, they get it. All right. Jesus. All right, well, here we go. Joanna from Philly. Another reason people suck. From CNN.com. Pledge of Allegiance declared unconstitutional. San Francisco, California. For the first time ever, a federal appeals court declared the Pledge of Allegiance unconstitutional Wednesday because of the words "under God" added by Congress in 1954. The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals said the phrase amounts to a government endorsement of religion in violation of the Constitution's Establishment Clause, which requires a separation of church and state. This son of a bitch. Discuss. The case brought by Michael A. Newdow, a Sacramento atheist
who objected because his second-grade daughter was required to recite the pledge at the Elk Grove elementary school. A federal judge dismissed his lawsuit, but the Ninth Circuit Court ordered the case proceed to trial. Here's his logic. I'm an American citizen. I don't like my rights infringed upon by my government. Now, he called the pledge a religious idea that certain people don't agree with. His rights are infringed. First of all, if you're an atheist and you have your 9-year-old daughter, how about, let her run through the motions in school, do what the little school children do.
When I was going to school at Washington Drive, Anthony.
Yes.
In that fine town of Centerport, when the dotheads and stuff didn't want to do the Pledge of Allegiance, the teacher would escort them out of the classroom for a little bit.
Oh, really?
And then bring them back in.
That's still too PC for me.
Yep. Well,
stand up for the goddamn Pledge of Allegiance. You get through it. It's 2 minutes, not even, and then you're done with it. It's a pledge of allegiance to our fine nation. And the fact that the words under God are in there, don't worry about it. I'm not sitting there thinking we're in some kind of a religious fanaticism government over here. Those are the people that fly planes into buildings. It's just a nice little thing to add. Do I believe in, the white-bearded God type thing and the whole story? No, I probably don't. But it's part of the pledge. Just do it.
It gives us a sense of unity.
Right.
Like we're all one.
Under God. We are the nation.
Under sky.
Yeah.
Under cloud.
Under a giant creator, even.
Under the rainbow.
Right?
Yes.
Under a big creator thing.
On a daily basis, we have to say things and do things we don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as San Francisco, which is an absolute S-hole of a liberal, stupid town.
Oh, yeah.
This is the same dump where transsexual operation and sexual reassignment is covered by medical benefits, but don't say God in the classroom. That whole city sucks. It sucks.
You're taking it out on the whole city because of this idiot?
Whatever. Well, they're just... where else would you expect it to come from? Where else would you expect it to come from? And most people that are listening to this show wouldn't agree with that anyway, believe me. Most fans of this show don't have that mentality.
Let's go to Andrew. Hey, Andrew, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, listen, I was watching Fox News, and they had a telephone interview with this new Dow guy in the lawsuit.
Yeah.
And the reporter's asking him if he's worried about the safety of his family.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, yeah, I am. So then the reporter asks, well, what are you doing about it? And the guy says, well, I'm hoping and praying that nothing happens.
You will see this guy get the crap beat out of him. He's praying now. He's praying now to God because there are some lunatics out there that are as effed up as he is, but on the other end of the spectrum, that are probably going to kill this guy.
I think this guy just found God.
Yeah, he just found God. When some holy roller is pounding his face in, the same type of people that shoot up abortion clinics, those kooks, then he's going to find God, believe me.
Thanks, guys.
Why are we worried about this now? I'm so tired of the Constitution being quoted.
That's another thing. Why are we even bothered
the
tying up the courts with this?
Well, the timing on this is pretty bad, too, with everything we're going through as a nation.
It is such a Constitution. I'm so tired of hearing about people's rights. We have our rights. Enough already. Can't look at a certain group of people in airports because of their rights. I'm supposed to hit a building because there's something written by some douchebag slave owner in a white wig? No. It's aggravating.
Hey, Mike, who's the teacher? What's up, Mike?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. Look, the whole problem is, as a teacher in Queens, I have all the time students are just not standing. They just refuse to stand and say the pledge. That's my problem. If you don't want to say the pledge, you don't have to. That's fine. Without quoting the Constitution, that's what we're guaranteed, though. You don't have to believe it. Right. But at least they should be forced, I think, to stand. That's just natural, common respect.
We all stood, put our hand over our heart.
Oh, absolutely.
And looked at that flag, and we took it very seriously.
Without question.
I didn't even know what I was saying until I got into the older grades. It was just this blah, blah. It might as well have been blah, 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 blah. The fact of the matter was, the teacher was telling me to do it, and you respected your teacher, so you stood up and you did it. And I think that's more important than even what the words in it say, is just the respect for the teacher and for the institution of a school and your country.
And for the country that you're staying in. Even if you don't support it, if you don't like the views, look, it's protecting you. You're living there. You should actually,
You're a teacher in Queens?
Yes.
I'll bet you that half of the scumbag kids, it all comes down to bad parenting as usual. Half of these little vultures who won't stand are the same ones who don't mind pledging their love for the government when it comes to sucking free food and free medical care.
Government cheese.
Effing dirtbags, savages. I don't even know who your students are. I don't care where they're from. It just aggravates me that half of their parents are probably single parents.
But he started this argument by going, you're from Queens. Okay. So now you're saying that San Francisco stinks.
No, I was only...
all welfare recipients live in Queens.
Not at all. I was establishing that he was in New York, calling from New York saying...
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from. That had nothing to do with Queens.
You know what? You're right, though. Those are the people that don't stand up. I'm not standing up, and I'm not reciting this. Yet, when the government gravy train rolls around...
Yeah.
The question is, what do you do when you're in the room alone or with other teachers? Do you stand up? Or if you're in the station?
Know what it is? Let me tell you something. People are getting crazy with stuff like this. Yep. The kids in school should goddamn stand up and recite the friggin' thing. Not even what it means. It's almost a discipline thing. It's an organizational thing. Definitely. It teaches more than just the words of it. It's a thing it's a community thing. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of things that goes to a teacher saying for their students to do something and have them as a group stand up and do it. It teaches a lot more than just the words of the pledge.
But what about you? What about their individuality? I think that's what's important to them.
It's great when you get home.
What about their individuality?
You can have individuality, but you have to stand. I mean, it's just respect.
Stand. Of course you should stand.
You don't have to pledge. You could think about, whatever, Eminem or whatever you want to think about, but you have to stand.
You got to show the country a little respect.
That's why we're
doomed.
We're doomed as a nation. We are doomed. This nation is on the road to ruin. I don't know how long a road it is, but we are doomed. We're going in a direction that can only end up in this country becoming so weak that it either collapses in on itself or another power at some point gets strong enough to kick our ass. But we are heading in that direction. There's no more of that backbone of patriotism in the country anymore that really holds it together. Right. And there's too many outside forces that are now in this country that kind of get in between what holds it together.
Did the ACLU have anything to do with this?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I'm sure they were right on board with this guy.
I didn't read the article, but without even reading it, you can know that they had somehow had their stupid, filthy mitts involved in it.
Yeah.
Awful.
Bastards.
All right, Mike, thank you.
Hey, have a good one, guys.
Okay.
Ciao.
This guy's really pissed on line one. Let's go to Mike, another Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up?
I'm not really pissed. I got a lot to say, though. I'll go for that. And I like to talk to all you little kids out there who aren't standing up to the Pledge of Allegiance and not really speaking English and enjoying your little life as it goes. I tell you, listen, even for people to declare the Constitution, to declare the fact that the Pledge of Allegiance is unconstitutional, that should be declared un-American, number one. Yeah. I don't want to seem right. I don't want to seem right, but I don't want to seem rage. But it's, I want to say, like I said, I have more to say than anything else.
Well, dude, you're right, and it's unhip to be, patriotic now, because everybody in society is like this pseudo-wannabe individuality hipster, and it's all based in that stupid, dishonest need to stand out, and they think it's hip to just, I don't pledge, man. I don't stand for anything, man. You're right. They're scumbags.
Now, you come to this country, you see the way it is, you see people with money, you see other people doing their thing, but you know what? We've seen your country, okay? We've been to all your countries, Europe, we've been everywhere. Your country sucks, okay? Yeah. Pay attention to the way we do things, okay?
Planted puppet governments in most of them.
This country has been doing things right for a long time, and it's so great. The reason you want to come here is because of the way we do things, okay? Mm-hmm. Pay attention to the way we do stuff.
And we don't ask for much if you come to this country, We don't even ask you to learn the language anymore.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous. No, that's the
There was a time you came here, and if you didn't know English, you were pretty effed. I was watching TV the other day. I'm like, Yankees are on. Oh, Spanish broadcast.
Oh, Jesus.
When did this start?
How was it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell who was winning. A Spanish broadcast of a Yankee game.
We're unraveling.
Just making it easier for these people that don't feel like learning the language.
You're supposed to have pride for where you come from. You're supposed to have respect for your culture.
And what's wrong if you tell foreigners, look, man, we just want you to learn the language.
Right.
It's not politically correct.
Tough S. Mm-hmm. You know, you watch TV now. There's news stations from all over the world speaking all sorts of crap. I don't know. They might be calling in bombs right now. We don't even know anymore.
Who knows? Who's paying attention?
I got a station on my cable system. It's like the Islamic news, I think.
Oh my God!
I don't even know what it is.
You know, it's just code words going out every day.
Who knows? And you know, the cable companies, they're laughing at the cable companies. They don't even know we're communicating to all these filthy rats.
And using religion to get at the Constitution. We're going to worry about mosques. We're going to worry about all the privacy that you have. These are issues that people are using to take us down at this point in time. These are not issues that should be standing. We should be coming together. We shouldn't be finding ways to stay separate.
And know what's sad, too? Let's say we replace the Pledge of Allegiance, God forbid, with something else to show, like, unity in this country where, okay, all right, this wasn't good, so we're gonna give you guys this, and we want you to stand. Somebody will pick that apart as well.
Of course they will.
No matter what we try to do,
people want to stand out.
There'll be a reason why it's no good.
Yeah, we can't be paranoid. We were paranoid about 9 months ago about a couple of Arabian guys we should have stopped up in Boston. We should have been a little paranoid, but we were too nervous about being politically correct that we didn't stop these Fs, and that was a problem. We can't go back into that problem. We can't be nervous and thinking about ourselves. We're going to be thinking about our own lives. I mean, it's pride in your life. There's something going on there. Become Americans. We'll fix this problem. You know what I mean?
All right, I hear you.
Here's how these liberal panty wastes just use the Constitution to get what they want. And meanwhile, normal people, I'm not talking right-wing conservatives, because I'm not one of those, and I'm not a panty waste liberal. I have my own mind that I make up. But this guy, Mike, from Jersey, you guys should know more about your First Amendment. And then he goes, quoting the First Amendment about how Congress should make laws respecting an establishment of religion, blah, blah, blah. Which, if you take it verbatim, probably is a good argument for not having the God word in the pledge. But these are the same mother effers that have destroyed the Second Amendment. For some reason, the Second Amendment you can twist and turn and bend to keep guns out of people's hands. But the First Amendment is that's the one where they say, well, you can't have God in the Pledge of Allegiance. It's like no one's taking it seriously like they're saying you have to pray to this one God to be in this country. It's just a word that's in the pledge. Deal with it.
And half of these dirtbags that are quoting the First Amendment, it's all about freedom. They're the first ones that want to ban hate speech. They're the first ones that are politically correct. Well, you can't say that. They're the ones who wanted that guy fired for using the word niggardly. Even though it was a bad choice of words, it's not a racist word. There's the same mentality that goes into that, it's all about freedom of speech. They're the same douchebags that want to hyphenate everything and ban hate speech. So they're inconsistent dirtbags.
All right, we got a lady that disagrees with us. Chris, what's up?
I guess I'm one of those liberal panty wastes you're talking about.
All right.
But I'm a regular listener, and I'd have to say 10 years ago I wasn't standing for the pledge in high school, and I don't do it today. And if somebody doesn't want to stand for it, you know, I think it's worse to stand when you don't believe in what they're saying than to sit.
Why wouldn't you believe? And what is it that you don't believe in that they're saying that is so powerful that you must protest it by not standing?
What did you object to?
What was the part that you objected to?
Under God. I'm an atheist.
Okay, you're an atheist. Now, so you don't believe in any God or any higher power or anything?
No.
And you felt that you needed to take a stand?
I felt that I needed to not take a stand.
Well,
why would I stand to pretend I believe in something?
I'm not being literal.
Just to make it easier for everybody else.
Wait, I'm not being literal. Take a stand. I'm not doing a pun. I'm saying just you needed to somehow, make your point known.
Yeah, why is it that important that under God, under what most people, not you, but what most people assume is a higher power, a god, a force, an alien, whatever you want to think of a god. They didn't specify. They just said under God. What made you so pissed off that you decided you were now going to make a stand against the pledge?
You know, I wasn't angry about it at all. It was more a matter that, to me, standing's hypocritical when you don't believe in what you're standing for. And I mean, my parents are not liberal. My parents are basic, moderate Republicans, and, two-parent nuclear household, so that shoots the single-parent welfare family down the down the
No,
Don.
it doesn't. I didn't say it applied to every person. I just said that was a good case. It doesn't shoot it down.
All right.
I just hope she's liberal enough to bring home a criminal to date and drive her father to death.
The bottom line is, I bet when you weren't
No, I
standing...
dated a woman. That drives him crazy enough.
Oh, you gay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, of course. I bet
Of course.
No.
I'm that liberal.
No. Because you're that alternative, and you had to stand out, and you wanted them all to notice that you were taking a stand in class. It's based on that dishonest BS about being a standout hipster. That's all it is. It's that mentality.
Not so much about your belief, but so much about how you want to present yourself and be that rebel. And
so predictably
Lord,
unestablishment.
I was no rebel. I was a big nerd.
So predictably anti-establishment, man.
Hold on, but there's two issues here. Like, I don't. It doesn't make me happy, but I don't mind that she doesn't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
No, all right.
That's her prerogative, whatever. But I can't believe that it's going a step further, and now it's being taken away from everybody. Once again, the minority rules in this country.
Right.
Like,
it's never the majority does not rule this country anymore. It's always a special interest group that gets something like this done.
And it's not.
And they don't give a flying F that the majority of the country is probably pissed off that this is going down. But you know what? Tough S for us. We lose again.
And because,
it's always the minority that gets their way in this country.
It's not gay people that are the problem. I don't mean that. It's the problem is when it's a lobby group or any type. Like, do you know that Mother's Day was not allowed to be celebrated in Upper West Side Grammar School because some of them were gay parent homes, so none of the kids could celebrate Mother's Day because of the lifestyle choices of certain parents, which they should be able to adopt.
Perfect example.
So I got no problem with gay adoption, but don't ruin it for kids whose parents are
exactly.
whatever,
Once again, the minority ruling. I mean, okay, so instead of hold on. So instead of let's just throw numbers out there, 5 or 6 kids feeling a little awkward in school because they can't really celebrate Mother's Day the traditional way. All right, so while this isn't fair for these five students, so we're going to take it away. Now, what? There's 25, 30 other kids in the class that are now suffering.
That don't get to celebrate. Yeah.
How does that ever make sense?
Or was that the administration of the school who wouldn't just let them
How does that make sense, though? That the minority, once again, determines what we should and shouldn't do?
The minority didn't determine that. The school did.
Of course it's the minority determined it. Not all the parents in the school were gay.
Yes, very
just
very
a very small percentage.
For 2 moms to show up.
Because they buckled under because 2 people showed up that would have made a big mess in the news about how anti-gay the school is if they didn't eliminate Mother's Day celebration, because there's always those people, those 2 or 3 people that'll mail out their letterhead and make a big stink and boycott and get on the news to get their way. Meanwhile, their way is 1/10 of 1% of the way everybody else would like it. That's what it is.
There's a minority out there that's trying to shut down radio shows like Ant and I's.
Right.
You know, and you know, I think
I'm not in that minority, but of course
I think eventually they're going to win, unfortunately. And there's a majority of people out there that enjoy this type of programming, but their voice doesn't matter.
And the religious lunatics and the ardent liberals, you are the same person. You are the same zealot,
the same mindset.
On different side of the spectrum. You're the same self-obsessed, and I don't mean you personally calling in. I mean, you're the same, I really don't. You're the same self-obsessed, self-righteous bag of jizz. Whether you're cramming religion down people's throat or saying it's unconstitutional to say it at all, you're just gross.
Yeah.
All of you.
Well, but I can hold the same beliefs as him, but obviously I've never taken it to court. I'm not all that motivated. It was a personal decision for me, and I'm not worried about affecting your life.
Chris,
which is fine.
What am I happy with?
I have no problem with your decision. It doesn't make me happy. I'll say it again, but that's your prerogative. But I'm sick of now the majority suffering, and now we take it away from everybody. I think if you took a poll, I think well over 75, 80% of the people that have gone to school have no problem with standing up for 30 seconds to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Well, but
so why are you taking it away from them because of some asshole atheist out there?
I think it should be voluntary.
And you know what? If I have no say on what goes on in schools, and I'll be honest, I don't care what happens with your kids, any of you, because I don't have kids, why are my tax dollars going into the school system? I shouldn't have to pay into it if I don't have any say in what goes on. I'm not interested.
That's a whole different issue.
No, I know that, but you know what? It's aggravating. I'm not knocking you for not standing. You don't want to stand.
Whatever.
Whatever. It is your choice.
Well, and I'm not advocating eliminating it for everyone. I'm just saying, don't make people participate. If they don't want to be there, let them leave. If they want to sit, let them sit. And let the people who believe stand.
You know what I think, too? The people that don't believe and want to argue with it and everything like that, deal with it, take it, recite it, and just look at it as a sacrifice for all the good things you get out of this country that you're constantly bitching about anyway. Say, you know something? I really don't like the under God thing. I really don't want to stand for the pledge. But you know something? There's so many good things that this country gives me on a daily basis, and there's so much strife elsewhere in the world, and I'm so glad I live here in this country. Why don't I just suck it up, bite the bullet, and stand for 10 seconds when under God comes past, instead of making such a big deal about it?
It's a need to stand out and be noticed.
Making people stand who don't believe is part of making a big deal, too.
Then stand.
Why do I stand to make you more comfortable?
No one's making anyone stand. I'm not saying that.
No one's making you stand.
We're all in agreement that whatever. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. That's
but
fine.
Now it's unconstitutional. The whole pledge now is unconstitutional.
This is how predictable the mindset is.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. It's going to go higher.
She's just going to keep going.
I want
around
to ask her something, but I guarantee you, just by listening and knowing so little about her, you still, within 30 seconds, can guess who somebody voted for. That's how predictable we all are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of us are unique. You know, stop trying to stand out and be the one who changes.
They like to think
unless it's important.
Stand there if you don't agree with it, and just substitute your own word. There you go.
Why should I have to do that? I don't know. Why do you get the benefits of living here, you dummy? Why don't you move over to the Middle East where they chop your hands off for stealing gum?
Yeah.
God almighty, people are so aggravating.
You want to drive for something maybe that's unconstitutional or something the country's doing that you don't like? Pick a cause like, how come I'm a 40% partner with Uncle Sam when I go to work every day?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, fight that. I'll be right there with you. I think there are much better ways than just extorting half of your paycheck every week. You know, that's something. That's a cause that could be taken up. I don't think the founding fathers saw that coming when they drafted the whole thing up.
I don't want my money going to paying for benefits for immigrants. I'm sorry, It's not against immigrants. I don't want my money paying for it. I work for it. I don't want that. But I don't want to learn the language. Drop dead.
There are bigger battles and better battles that could be fought than I don't want to stand for that. And it is. It's just that guy with his 9-year-old daughter going, I'm going to teach her these new age values, and it's going to be great. We're so liberal and so... Yeah.
Just like John Lynn's parents, John Walker Lynn, whatever that, the same type of alternatives.
I hope she someday just brings home an animal that murders you slowly, and as you're dying, is just A-raping her.
Yeah, with a Republican button on. And the weird thing, it's like, dude, people got to realize the status quo is not always wrong. Sometimes it's wrong, but it's not always wrong.
Right.
You know, the same mentality. It's so predictable. Colleges are the worst.
Always trying to change it.
Real fast before we move on. Rick, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Irene? I'm a Dominican, and two guys, Mike and Mike, that called. They're talking about all these people that come to this country and stuff. It's usually liberal C's, like that lady that was just on, that make it bad for us. Because I came to this country since I was 6 years old, man. I've always stood up for the pledge and for the, you know, for everything this country stands for. You don't see me going around complaining because my stupid-ass daughter doesn't want to sing the pledge. I just go with it, man. You just hang.
There you go. See?
You know, you don't got to...
He's an American.
You don't got to make excuses for every little thing. Every little thing nowadays, any little thing that goes on in the world, oh, well, I don't have to stand up for my daughter. Just shut up and do it. I'm Dominican, and I've been in this country pretty much all my life. I have kids, and if the teacher says, stand up, you stand up. I give permission to the teachers. Hey, smack her in the face.
All right, Rick.
Smack my daughter.
Thank God you guys are here, because you guys get the best drugs.
All right.
All right.
A lot of people bringing up the fact that I wonder if she enjoys spending American money that has "In God We Trust" on it.
Yeah.
You know, and how long before now we're going to have to turn in our money and get new money so they can take the God part off of it. Those are government issued money, and it's got God on it. So now what?
Well,
you won't see it. Throw away your money. You don't believe in it. Where's that chick? Throw away your money. You don't believe in it.
They'll change that within the next couple of years.
Yeah, you'll see that happen.
And I don't want to come off as I don't mind people coming to this country, man. I mean, all I ask is if someone's immigrating to the country, just immigrate legally or emigrate legally, whatever the word is. Speak English and just obey the law. That's it. Then welcome. That's it. That's all I ask.
You're a crazy person to suggest they speak English at this point.
But no, like this guy called up a Dominican guy. He speaks perfect. I'm not saying I'm against people coming here. I'm not nuts.
There was a story on TV, valedictorian of a high school And she wanted to give her speech in Spanish.
In Spanish?
Was it Spanish? Or she wanted to do half in English, half in Spanish?
She wanted to do it in English and then do the whole thing again in Spanish.
So the school put their foot down and said, no, man.
Yep.
You know, no, English.
Yeah.
Do it and now it's I guess it turned into a huge lawsuit.
Big issue.
And then the stupid news channel goes, well, we're going to allow her to do it right here on our station.
Of course.
And she got to do her little speech in Spanish on the station.
It's because her relatives that came over here and brought her over don't speak English.
Tough ass.
So they won't be able to understand.
You know what?
How about learn English?
Bring your video camera. Tape her doing it in English, and then you could sit home while you're having your little graduation party in the backyard.
Right.
And you could translate for those wetbacks. There you go.
When Italians came here, they had to learn to speak English. Well, the Spanish people just speak English. That's all I don't care. Spanish people are great. They got the hottest chicks. Just speak English.
You'll never see it.
Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to go? No. Chinese people, I love Chinese people. They all speak English. They really do. And people knock Indians. You know what? Indians work. Every time you go to a 7-Eleven, you see an Indian guy, and it's an old joke. 12 hours later, the same dope. They work. They're rude, yeah, but they speak English. Good for them.
How do you know the Asians speak English?
All of them do.
How can you tell?
Because they launder my clothes.
Right. They deliver my Chinese
and my
food.
Acupuncturist was Asian.
When I order it,
they
Seriously, man, they speak English.
Hello, how are you? How good night?
Dr.
27.50. Oh, dear. Keep that as a table. Oh, thank you.
They might butcher the language, but at least they're trying.
Dude,
right?
any group. At least
they're giving it an effort.
I don't want Irish people coming over yelling around in Gaelic. I don't even know if that is English. Whatever it is. Shut up, lose the stupid accent.
All right.
There is a word. Among us, there is no corresponding meaning. But it seems to mean something to you humans.
Captain, what? We are being probed.
What is that word?
Wow. The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. A lot of people pissed off today. A bunch of people agree with us, a bunch of people disagree.
That's how it is.
That's all right. Couple instant feedbacks, Anthony. Tony from Boston. Hey, guys, I think the important part about this argument is the fact that under God was added in 1954 specifically as a religious statement. If you read the CNN article, they go on to say that Eisenhower wanted a recognition that our nation and the people of the U.S. are under the power of the Almighty. I think unpatriotic people are ridiculous, and I'm not sure that it is worth going through court for this, but at the same time, why was it so important to add a religious sentiment to the pledge? Let's revert to the non-theistic version of the pledge, and we wouldn't have these arguments.
I can live with that.
Tony says that, okay? Chris from Jersey. I bet you won't even read this on the air. Shut up, Chris.
You're still trying to be manipulative and get him to read it on the air. You dumb reverse psychology idiot.
Well, you guys got to understand, if you listen to this radio show, we're not hoping you guys agree with everything we say. We throw our crap out there. If it sticks, if you agree with us, great. If it makes you think, great. If you think the opposite, that's fine, too.
Right.
But this guy, I bet you won't even read this on the air. No, Chris, I'll read it on the air. Relax.
Awful psychology, though. It's like, dude, stop trying to, you're so obvious. He's trying to just get you to read it on the air. Stop trying to be manipulative. Be good at it, at least. Then again, he is, because you're reading it. So.
The one thing when we do go serious from time to time, we just hope you think. Think about it. That's all. We're not trying to change anyone's minds.
No.
No, I am, actually, and if they disagree with me, I hate them. I wish them to die in a fire that easily could have been avoided.
Well, Chris from Jersey, the Constitution is there to save the rights of the minority from the tyranny of the majority.
Right.
Tell Norton that the Constitution is what allows him to be an obnoxious a-hole and get paid for it. My problem with the pledge is that it asked me to cite a pledge to a country without any reason at a young age. That is remnant of the blind allegiance that the Nazis had. When they tried When they tried the Nazi, their allegiance to a system was their crime. Does that make sense?
Not really.
When they tried the Nazi, their allegiance to a system was their crime. Is he missing a word there or something?
Yes, when they tried a Nazi, meaning in court, when he was put on trial, his being a Nazi by allegiance was the crime. The crime was, yes, you are a Nazi. That's what I think.
All right, so there might have... All right,
tried as in court.
Maybe some punctuation would have helped that sentence. Okay, you guys are talking out of both sides of your mouth. In fact, you won't even read this on the air because it is a legitimate argument.
Second time. And everyone talks out of both sides of their mouth, do we all have, like, conflicting views? Like, that 1954 statement's a great point. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind if they took the under God out. Fine.
Go back to the old way.
Pledge. Fine. I had no problem with that.
You know what'll happen? Then people will go, why do I have to pledge this allegiance? And then, all right, we got to take the word pledge allegiance.
That's what I'm saying earlier. Yeah. No matter what you give them, someone will pick it apart and say, no, I don't want to say allegiance.
Right.
I don't want to say the word united. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say that.
And I agree with the dude about the First Amendment giving me the right. And you're right, man. Of course it is. And I'm not knocking the Constitution, but it's like my problem is that everybody perverts it to fit what they want. Conservatives do it, too. I mean, I'm tired of the gun people talking about what they said in, what was it, 1602. They didn't have submachine guns then, stupid, or drug problems.
You won't get my side of that argument.
Nah, it's fine.
That one's been ripped apart more than any other one.
I agree. I think if you should be able to have a certain type of weapon, but not a submachine gun, because let's be honest, the British are not showing up.
Hey, I'm going to take a 20-minute break, because you just hit one of Anthony's hot buttons.
No, I'm not against being armed. I'm not totally against
it. No, but you don't even get where it's going to come with.
I love the weapons.
I know. That's fine.
I love them. And I think anybody that is responsible and is an American citizen and hasn't been convicted of any of these crimes, you should be able to have a gun. You know what it's like to try to get a pistol?
I agree.
In New York? It's nearly impossible. It's crazy.
It makes the cops' lives a lot harder. So, there's a lot of illegal guns, but I'm talking about people who... I'm worried about people, like a lot of people go freak out at their jobs. And again, that's a very rare case, but they have legitimate weapons. It's not the weapon's fault, but with a submachine gun's a bad weapon, man. You should not be able to argue.
I'm too tired to get into the argument.
Yeah. I don't want to argue. I think that a handgun is one thing.
You want to argue. Shut up.
I want to hold you in that blue shirt. It's crisp, and you look good. I'll show your curly hair. We'd settle on the Third Amendment and just fall in love.
Speaking of which, let's fire some more guns today.
That I like.
We need to hear some more guns today on the Opie and Anthony show. It's been a great week of firing firearms.
We had celebrity gunfire yesterday when Ted Nugent called up. That was great. Now there's a guy who has plenty of weapons.
Hey, let's take two of our bits and put them together. What famous person is listening to us now that has a weapon that can fire it off? Celebrity gunfire. Hey. Celebrity gunfire on the Opie and Anthony show today.
I'm going to use that guy's way. Bet you don't have the guts to call up and do it on the air.
Ooh, that'll work.
Bet you don't have the guts to fire the gun on the air.
All right, we need one person that is famous and has a firearm that is willing to shoot it today. I bet you we'll get one.
Buzz from Home Alone, does he have a gun?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
He's shoot Macaulay.
If he doesn't have a gun, does he have a wading pool-sized hat?
You are terrible.
Lori, what's going on?
Hey, you guys hit a really sensitive spot for me there.
You're a Canadian, eh?
I'm a Canadian, eh?
Oh, yeah?
You'll bet that I'm a Canadian.
They can hear us in Toronto right now.
Nice.
They're probably laughing at us going, silly Americans. All right, what do you got, Lori?
Well, in our schools right now, number one, when all the immigrants came over, they took out the Lord's Prayer. All right, okay, I'll give them a little bit of room there.
All right.
It used to be when I went to school that they left the room, which again, catering to the majority. Now it's our national anthem.
Really?
National anthem, because God is mentioned in it, so now we can't even use the national anthem in our schools anymore.
I just know, oh, Canada. That's the only
Can't they just say that like 30 times and call it a day?
That's when I walk away from the TV and wait for the American one to come on during the hockky game.
So I don't want to be a race.
I got to tell you, I should have brought this up when it went down. I was so embarrassed to be an American. I was at the Islander playoff game, right? And Toronto, the Islanders were playing Toronto, and Toronto was playing some really dirty hockey, okay?
Dirty, come on now.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of scumbags.
Old-time hockey.
We must have kicked your ass, did we?
Ted Domi.
Old-time hockey.
Anyway, so the people at the Nassau Coliseum decide they're going to get back at Canada and boo through the whole singing of the Canadian anthem.
This is after the New York thing, right?
Let me tell you something. Everyone on the ice is from Canada. I was so embarrassed because they're booing the anthem. I'm like, you idiots, half the Islanders are from Canada.
That is a disgrace.
Sorry, you guys all
I was
got
so
guns, don't
embarrassed. I'm like, how stupid are you people? Okay, we're pissed off in Toronto. We're trying to figure out how to get back at them during this playoff series. And this is the best we can come up with, to boo their anthem when half our team is from the
You're right.
the country you're booing.
So from now on, no more anthem played to upset the honest American.
Right. See, that's what they'll do.
And I think enough of this Canadian crap. Just become the 51st state and get it over with.
But again, Americans, you guys can carry guns. You can just shoot our asses.
Our brothers to the north.
I love Canadians.
Man, we got your back so bad.
How lucky did Canada turn out that stupid piece of land underneath them to the south would turn out to be the world power?
And could you please at least have somebody at the border when they're coming in going, what country are you from?
Yeah,
God
help
almighty.
us out, Canada.
Come
Jesus.
on, guys. They let nothing but... oh, sir, you forgot your bomb. All right, God bless. Have a safe trip to upstate New York. Did they stop anyone?
And the only reason we didn't take over Canada is because it's too cold.
Too big,
it's
too
like,
cold.
Screw it.
Yeah.
It's right there for the taking. We're like,
they're harmless.
Too cold. We're ready to give you Minnesota. We don't need it. Yeah. It's too cold. I don't even know why we have Minnesota.
Those dumb accents, you can have them. I'm from Duluth. Bye-bye. No more American benefits, stupid.
If Canada was as warm as Mexico,
yeah,
your ass would be ours.
You can't take Mexico over because then that's just another problem.
How would you want it?
Jesus, right?
Yeah, well, look at the people down there. God.
They're lazy. They don't work.
It's a great place if you like 11-year-old prostitutes and diarrhea.
Wow. Wasn't that on their travel brochure?
If it was, I'd be there.
See Mexico. That's a great selling point.
Wow, this you know what? I got to talk someone out of something. Rob from the NYPD.
Hey, O&A, what's up, fellas? How are you?
Hey, man.
I know you want to. I know you want to fire your firearm, but you know what? It would make great radio, but you can't do it, sir.
But listen, I'm not famous and I'm not a celebrity, but I will be with the members of the NYPD when I do fire it and do get fired. But listen, I want to fire it at one of these liberal sea-suckers. All right, how is that? Maybe you get Chris back on the phone, that toilet. Because if she wasn't gay, you knew she was going to be mad at her father and banging monkeys.
All right, Rob, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Rob.
Are you really on the NYPD?
Yes, I am. I'm on the Parkway headed into work now for a 5 o'clock roll call, which I'll probably be late. All these liberals on the road tying up traffic.
All right.
I'm fed up. You're the best.
You're really helping the stereotypes.
Don't shoot your gun off, man. You get in trouble. Don't do that.
All right, Rob. Thank you.
You guys are the best.
All right, there you go.
I love the
Hey,
NYPD.
that's a little taste of reality.
Although I will say, Chris
good.
wasn't that bad. I just, she was all right. She wasn't a maniac. She just was like,
Yeah.
Well, we said from the get-go, if you don't want to do it, whatever, but why take it away from everybody else? You don't want to do it? Go in the hallway with all the other kids.
And that 1954, adding God, that guy raised a point, man. It did say that. It's like, why did they add God? Maybe if you could just take the God out. I got no problem with that. Just leave it the way
But then they'll have a problem with another
Right.
Well, then that's totally
now we're
different.
going around in circles.
Nah, the religious thing is...
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, man.
Hey, do you realize that the Met game yesterday on Channel 3 Cablevision, which I pay for, was in Spanish?
Well, do they have an English version?
No, it said tune in 8 o'clock on Channel 15 to listen to it in English.
After the game was over?
After the game was over.
Put the English back on my TV, please.
Why do they
want English on my TV. Is that asking for too much? And I don't want to pick my language at the ATM machines. Yep. One language, English, because I'm taking out American money.
Maybe that's the target market that's home during the day when it was a day game. That's why.
You know what I'm going to do? Wow. That's good. I'll let that sit there for a minute. Okay, good.
Later, guys.
All right. Just put the English back on the TV.
Cablevision stinks. You can't get the Yankees or the Mets in English. What a dumb, awful cable company.
Can't.
Enough of these monopolizing scumbag cable companies. Go to satellite.
All right.
I have mine. I get the Yankee games.
Do you really?
I got that, yes.
Yeah, on satellite I have it. I love this. Thurman Munson special. It's phenomenal.
You love Yes. You know how many people you're pissing off today?
I could care less. I like the Yankees.
There's a lot of people out there that have a problem with Yes.
Well, all right, maybe it's a bad network, but all I know is that the Yankees play on it.
The network that, is broadcasting the Yankee games here in Manhattan.
But is that the Cablevision is the problem, or is it the network? I don't know enough about it, to be honest
Half
with you.
the systems don't have Yes. And people
but whose fault is that? Is that the Yes?
Pissed off.
I think Cablevision wants more of their cut. You know what I mean?
Cablevision, if I know the argument, I don't know. Someone help me here. Yeah, they're not happy with their cut.
Hey, I had Cablevision for a long time.
And they're holding out for a better deal.
When I finally got a different cable company, I was like, it was like when Dorothy opened the door of the cabin and everything was in color. I was like, oh my God, I get like 800 channels instead of, I don't even know how many Cablevision gives you.
I have to switch because I have that stupid... My building had a T1 experiment or whatever, and that's the only reason I was able to get like a kind of T1 line. But of course, I can't sign on the computer again today. It's awful. I think I have to...
It's your fault.
It's actually faster for me to go to a website through snail mail. I put it in the mailbox and I get a response.
You get a printout of the webpage.
So I might have to go through a cable modem or something, but I don't want to support cable, so I don't know what to do.
What are you making a stand?
But I do it quietly and privately. I'm just saying, I don't like cable, so I won't contribute to it.
Get the cable modem.
I'm not telling no one else should do it. Plus, now cable's slower, I think.
Hey, wow, there's a couple great calls on the national line. You guys want to talk to a conservative black Republican?
Yes.
Wow.
Is Alan Keyes on the phone?
That guy?
Stan.
Yeah, I'm here.
You want to talk about being a minority?
Yeah, it is a minority, but I just want to make a quick point. I do agree with you guys about the national anthem. I mean, about the saying the pledge in the classrooms. I think it just shows respect to the country. But back to whatever one of you said earlier about some guy saying niggerly or something to that effect.
Yeah, the guy
He's a politician. He represents a specific group of people. So whatever he says or does is a direct reflection on his constituents. That's why they want his head. That's why they want him to resign. Because he's misrepresenting all the people that he was elected to represent.
Stan, but
wasn't it determined that word wasn't racist?
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be racist. It was probably just a stupid choice of word. If it was a racist word, he should be canned. But it wasn't. It wasn't a racial detriment.
No, but earlier you were defending it as if it were or weren't racist just because he said it in this America.
He probably shouldn't have used that word for the point he was trying to make, because niggardly isn't a racist word.
Yeah, it was a bad choice of word. No, if it was a racist word, I wasn't saying he shouldn't be fired. What I was saying is the same mindset that goes into saying, hey, man, freedom of speech, are the same mindset that wanted that guy fired when he used a word that actually wasn't racist. That's the point I'm making. If he was racist,
well, excuse me for misunderstanding you.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he should be able to run around yelling racist things and keep it
I mean, especially when you're an elected official, you shouldn't just be able to run around and say what you want to say.
Hey, Stan, how much crap do you get?
How much? You wouldn't believe it. I mean, but I get it more from black people than white people.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Like you're, what do they call you, Uncle Tom, right?
Yeah, I mean, I go to an HBCU, so any type of discussion or political discussion in any fashion or any form, whatever, I'm always the one to attack. But you know what? I stand up for what I believe in, and I love being a Republican. Most black people are conservative. They just get all this media propaganda, and they're just getting snowballed by liberal America into making them think that they're liberals when actually they aren't.
Isn't it an insult?
People in this country.
Stan, isn't it an insult when you get these liberals that decide that they know what's best for black people and they feel that you need them?
You are speaking the absolute truth.
Yes.
These pieces of garbage buildings. Just because
Hey,
can't say the P word.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Even though we agree with you.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, I mean, they want to tell us. They think that what they think is best for us is what we should do. I mean, this country was founded on people who left Europe and wanted to start it away for themselves. They wanted to earn and do what they wanted, and they wanted to do, they wanted to earn their own way. And that's what most black people in this country are trying to do. But the liberals want to keep us down where we are so we can be dependent upon them and vote for them. That's
under the guise that they're helping you. Because you know something? If black people in this country got to the position where they were all treated and working just like everyone else, the liberals wouldn't have anything to do.
Well, that's another misconception from white America. The average black person that you may meet on the street works every day, supports their family. I mean, it's that.
Oh, I know. No, I'm talking about the guys that the liberals like to lay out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but that's such a small part of Black America, though. That's such a minuscule part of Black America. Most
Where are you from, Wyoming?
Act like what you see on television or
Montana.
the idiots you hear on radio or on rap songs. You see what I'm saying?
It's good to hear this because the liberals are always arguing that, no, we're compassionate, but they're really paternalistic, and most of them, this is not all of them, but most of them are racist because by thinking you're superior, you feel you have to help somebody who's inferior. And
exactly, and they want to keep us in that hole that we're already in. They want to keep us there so we can be dependent upon them.
And that feeds their superiority complex, which is really what it is.
Man, you're speaking the truth. That's the gospel right there.
Hey, going back, what does the word niggardly mean?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't know the literal definition of it. When I first heard you say it, I thought that you said nigger.
No.
When I talked to the screener guy, he told me the correct one. So
no, we only say that word behind your back.
No, niggardly it's like a stupid word to use. Yeah, it wasn't cheap or chintzy or something. It was a dumb word.
Oh, so it's a Jewish word.
I mean, that's still just as bad either way.
That's one where you look at that and you go, why would you say that? Even though, technically the guy didn't do anything wrong.
Technically, but he was stupid to use the word.
Someone's writing that it's a Scandinavian word.
I mean, if I were white, I wouldn't say anything that even resembled that word.
All right.
The percentage rate of you getting your ass.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, Stan, you all right, man?
Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later.
Give us a call from time to time.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Take care, bud.
Bye.
What are we going to call raccoons?
Good eating.
All right there, Laura.
Hey.
Laura. We got to get into some debauchery sometime today. So.
Yes.
Let's go, Laura.
I'll go debauchery on you.
Hi. No, go ahead, Laura from Cleveland.
Not a problem.
When are the girls going to represent in the WOW contest from Cleveland? What happened to their little shindig where they got the girls together to show some stuff?
I have not heard. I was out of town for a couple days. I don't know what they're doing. Last I heard, they were going to get together at a bar.
All right, where's Foz? We better get him on the phone today.
That's right. That's right.
All right, go ahead, Laura. What are you calling for?
Well, I would love to spew forth about the Pledge of Allegiance and the guns because I have a lot of opinions on those. But no, I had to tell you guys about this. You said about the valedictorian wanting to give her speech in Spanish and English.
Yes.
At the high school where I graduated from, and it was quite a few years ago, but they won't award a valedictorian now because, well, it would make the other kids feel bad. So they gave awards for the top 10 kids in the class, not the one kid who got like a 4.0 average all through high school.
That's good. Let's train the next generation not to be competitive. Very good.
Doesn't it suck?
It's a typical stupid liberal mentality.
There's a lot of little leagues and soccer leagues where they don't even keep score anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
They don't want a losing team.
Right. Feel bad. Well, then they have no balls growing up.
How about teaching kids how to deal with a loss and learn that it's acceptable to lose? As long as you play hard, as corny as that sounds, and you do what you can, it's acceptable to be on the losing side. That's fine.
That's right. Because in everything, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. And you got to learn that.
Words to live by.
I couldn't believe it. I got to tell O&A about this. And this seemed to be the perfect day to do it.
All right, Laura.
Is this
All
true?
Right. I love you guys.
My angel.
You.
Is this true? Right now, Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity are stapling their legs. Is that true? Welcome to the Rush Limbaugh Show. Excellence in Broadcasting Network. I hear Opie and Anthony. I'm a serious talk today. I think I have to change my broadcasting tactics today. We will be having girls whip them out. Whip them out for Rush.
This gives me an opportunity. Someone hand me the staple gun.
Rush your boobs out of your blouses, ladies.
I went back to Ohio.
Here on the Rush Limbaugh program.
But my city was gone.
Somebody get me Tippy Tom.
No train station.
Our guest today, Tippy Tom, a gay man who is homeless. On the Excellence in Broadcasting Network. Where's that awful man, Rich Voss? I could waste some time with him. His jokes are older than the red meat stuck in my bowels. Thank God I could barely hear. I don't have to listen to his stupid punchlines from 1979. Yeah. Well, now that Voss has just entered the studio, I'm sure we'll get to some hijinks, debauchery, and stories about mutual jacking.
Hold on, Rich.
Well, I went back to Ohio.
Rush, get us to the commercials, will you?
We'll be back with more of the Rush Limbaugh program, Excellence in Broadcasting, me in front of the golden microphone, after these words. Talent on loan from God. I'll talk to you after the break about how Bill Clinton responsible for my small junk.
Whip it up, Wednesday.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. 102.7 WNEW.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. There's a guy on the phones that wants to use the word niggardly, and I had the D in there. In a sentence, Anthony. Scott would like to use the word niggardly.
Yeah.
In a sentence.
All right.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Hey, Scott.
I was at the last sticker stop, and Earl was acting very niggardly when I asked him for an extra sticker. He said, no, one per fan. Turned around.
So
What's his problem, man?
Earl was very stingy with the WOW stickers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be a racist, but he was acting very niggardly.
Wow. Okay. That's not being racist. Niggardly is not a racist word. We learned that today.
You guys rule.
All
Watch
right.
it out.
Thank you. And Jack, who's a Little League coach. Yes, Jack.
Hey guys, what's up? What's going on today?
Lucky you.
Yeah, right? Not anymore, man. Not anymore.
You got Jim Norton's dream job.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Jimmy, if you need I need an assistant coach next year, I'll give you a call. Now, listen, about 5 years ago, I remember when I was a kid, you used to have to actually win something, do a good job and win a trophy.
Right.
Now they hand them out like candy. Every kid on the team gets a trophy. At the end of the season, you get your best players working hard, and you got to give them the same trophy as these kids walking up with their shoes untied, their hat on backwards. They don't even know how to hold the bat.
That's
it's ridiculous.
Now,
just to make the parents happy.
every kid in every sport is treated like the Special Olympics now, where all of them got a ribbon.
Everyone's a winner.
There's no doubt.
Right.
They come to one game, too.
There should be winners and losers.
It prepares you for life.
You're out there to beat the other team. There's a winner and a loser at the end of the game. I mean, I've done games where they say it's better off to tie. Let's just end it now so we can call it a tie. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. These people got to get a life.
And that teaches them what?
Exactly.
It teaches them, yeah.
How to get the same, to compete for a job with someone, and you both get it. Yeah, that's realistic in the corporate world, you dopes.
So when you're thrown out on your ass because you weren't as good as the guy that got the job, you can then do what?
Dude,
then you go kill yourself.
If you
commit suicide because you never lost anything in your life.
That
it's
would be
ridiculous.
If any of you parents out there are worth anything and your kids play baseball, stop putting the responsibility on everybody else. They're a bunch of little faggy kids. Why don't you just teach them how to win and lose gracefully? Be good parents, and they can win and lose with grace. That's fine.
Parents have to show up first, Jim. It's a 2-hour babysitting service is what it is anyway.
Dude,
they drop them off, don't see them till the end of the game. It's pouring rain, and they don't even show up. Don't they think to come get the kid?
Dude,
It's a joke.
I played Little League. At times I was good, but I by and large stunk. My self-esteem was awful before I started, and it was awful when I finished. It had nothing to do with my coach.
I was awful at Little League.
Did you wear your boots during Little League like you did at the softball game?
I really
there,
don't appreciate that teasing. No, I did not wear
I like the kids that wear the black dress socks underneath the uniforms. That always looks sharp.
I wore my little
especially for the team picture.
You know what? You know how bad I was at Little League? I had to come off the bench to play right field.
Really?
That's bad.
That's bad, man.
You must have just been a kid to even up all the numbers.
That was awful.
Even up the numbers.
Yeah,
every team took 12 kids.
Baseball was not my sport growing up. All right,
Little League.
Thank you, Jack.
All right, guys, have a good
You were in Little League, though, Jim?
It's funny you should
He used to
ask.
have a life before this this sex addiction took over his life.
It's funny you should ask. In Little League, I would play on the team. We were never very good, Aunt.
No?
1 year we won the championship. Now,
like the Bad News Bears.
My dad was the coach. It was very nerve-wracking. I remember he was so proud of me that while the other team went out to celebrate, me and my...
You know you can't say that.
No, my dad was never the coach.
But your dad seems very nice if he did that for you.
You know what? That's a great joke. Why waste it by having him dump out of your punchline?
Dude, because that's the way. I'd actually want that one going over. It's just silly. Can I do that? And he'll yell that. Boss will yell that.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they'll hear the punchline in Atlantic City on...
I'm not plugging. Why? Atlantic City sold out.
Shut up, Voss. We haven't turned your mic on yet.
It's sold out.
Voss is talking and his mic hasn't been on.
He has no clue. And he's arguing with me. No one hears you.
And I don't appreciate you thinking that I would plug Atlantic City, dude. Why would I plug Atlantic City when Westbury still has tickets available for September 7th or Red Bank going on sale Friday?
You guys just missed a great thing. Voss has been a part of this this break the whole time. It has no clue his mic hasn't been on.
Have you been adding things in?
Yeah. See, he's still adding.
He's still talking.
He was just adding things and thinking that we were with him. We're not with you yet, man. We'll decide when you can join the party.
But to answer your question, I stunk.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll turn your mic on in a second. Jason, go ahead.
Hey, man, how you guys doing?
All right.
Hey, I got a big problem with some of these liberals. Is the biggest problem I have is that a lot of people don't see the big picture. Is the fact that with all this posturing and talk they say about, oh, we want equal protection under the law, equal opportunity for everybody under the law, then they bitch and complain when there isn't an equal outcome. But the problem is they're trying to take away weapons from everybody, even though by itself a gun is an inanimate object and it can't do anything. So they get away from all kind of personal responsibility. They don't want anybody to have any competition, so now you're playing with the tent in gym class with the parachute thing where you dive underneath it instead of playing soccer because, you can't have anybody lose.
That's what the retarded kids did.
No, we played with the big...
They brought the big parachute in so they could go...
We played with the big parachute.
Like you're putting a sheet on the bed, and then everyone, okay, get under the parachute. Ooh! What is that?
I know.
The thing is, though, I mean, they want to play these non-competitive games. They don't want anybody to lose. They're going to turn us into a nation of big pussies. And then what's going to happen is once they have all the weapons taken away from us, they're going to turn on and we're going to turn into a big communist state.
That's a little paranoid.
A long time ago called Karl Marx and the Communist Manifesto.
Sir, that's a little. I think that's a little far, to be honest. I don't think that's going to happen. Communism.
Jason, let me ask you this, Norton.
All right, Angel.
Why in the hell is it that every time Rosie O'Donnell's on there, that fat pig always posturing about how, oh, nobody can have weapons. Anybody who owns a weapon should go to jail. But at the same time, her bodyguards are carrying
Dude,
weapons.
I've been doing that joke on stage. I agree with you on that. That was a bit hypocritical. I actually like Rosie because she trashed Michael Jackson the other night and called him a pedophile on stage. So, yeah, just because certain people have hypocritical stances doesn't mean that we're going to turn into a communist state.
Why would we turn into a government that in the Soviet Union didn't last, 60, 70 years?
You know, communism's not going to happen, dude. It's not that far.
You have the opportunity for communism because you have equal outcome, and when everybody is equal and nobody owns everything, they're trying to chip away at property rights where the state owns everything, the government expands, you end up with a communist state.
I kind of like, you know something? I kind of like a guy, though, that still is afraid of the commies.
I know.
It's nostalgic. Isn't it nice? It's refreshing. You don't hear about the commies anymore.
You really don't. I mean, it's like we're not going to turn to communists, maybe socialists, I don't know. But we're not
the towel heads, the animals, the filthy animals over there in the Middle East, that's not. But the commies, we haven't heard that in quite a while.
I think Mike can explain it a lot better.
Plus is raising his hand.
Yes, sir.
Raising his hand.
Look at his little hand.
Can I get in?
You.
Oh, God, that's great. Boss, go play in the yard. The parents are having fun now. You have no stories. You're a midget.
No, when it comes to conservatives and liberalism, I got great stuff. I know a lot about that stuff.
What do you know a lot about?
Well, first of all, just to state.
First of all, he held his hand up. I thought he was holding up one of those Oriental back scratcher hands. Thought he was waving that around, but no, it was his hand.
Hold on. Hold on, Mike from Philly. Go ahead, Mike.
Yo, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I have a couple things. The first, coming from Philadelphia,
that S-word.
Whoa, how about some equally polite language there,
Sorry
sir?
about that, guys.
You're Jimmy Norton?
Yeah, little potty mouth.
Sorry about that, guys. Well, anyhow, when you have this equal rights crap and, with fair things with sports and there's no winners, you get a product like the Phillies. I mean, 10 years now, it's just anguishing loss. Disgusting.
Low blow.
We hate it. And I have another thing about the show in Atlantic City for Jim Norton. There's 250 seats opening back up tonight, and they're releasing it in about an hour and a half.
What? No, they're not.
You know,
what is he talking
Unless that
about?
chick from the Cher concert bought them to sit in, that fat pig who got dragged out. No, it's, AC is sold out. His boss is working with me, by the way.
There's a state in this country, and this is true. They want to stop musical chairs in the classroom because it causes aggression amongst the kids. Musical chairs.
Or at least they want the adult to put his pants back on and get out of one of the chairs.
Get out of that last seat.
I'm serious.
Hey, don't laugh. We do a little game on the show called Musical Dildo.
Yeah.
I think it's time to bring back one of our best bits of all time.
Musical dildo chairs.
Yes. Musical dildo chairs.
Nice.
Musical dildo chairs. Musical dildo chairs. Oh, we got to do this.
And this time you put a nail in it. Musical dildo chairs.
You know what's a good game you can play?
With HIV on the tip. Musical dildo chairs.
And one has the HIV.
You can play.
When can we play musical dildo chairs?
Jeez, with all the women that have come down for the WOW contest?
Exactly. I'm really annoyed that you said you know a lot about liberalism and conservatism.
Well, no, I got
Yeah,
different
tanning
views on
booth
it.
boss.
Teddy, what?
Tanning booth boss.
I'm not a tanning booth. I can't get a cab.
Why are you so tan? You're in a tanning booth.
I'm not in a tanning booth.
Because under your forearms
First
are
of all,
tan.
shut up, no pigment. First of all, I play a lot of golf, and I take my. When I was young, when I was playing, this is a true story.
Without the L.
Without the L, right?
When I was building tennis
The Knights of St. Andrews.
Called it golf.
Golf without the L.
When I was playing building tennis courts, I get real dark. And when I was young, I was building tennis courts. I was real dark, and I had like an afro. And these kids drove by when we were building tennis courts, and they're yelling at me, throwing bottles, going, "Hey, nigger!" They were screaming.
Oh my
at me.
God!
That's how I swear, and they were throwing bottles at me. Oh, you know what?
Rich Voss's theme music. Yeah. Hey Love Productions presents Rich Voss. You've seen him on the Def Comedy Jam. And with his Jerry curl hair. Fight the Power is Rich Voss's new CD. That's great.
Uh-oh, breaking news from Cleveland. We got to stop the show and talk to Foz. Of course, we're doing the WOW contest, Anthony.
Yeah.
I don't think they know that in New York City for some reason. Thank God we're syndicated. There are people that hate the fact that you and I are syndicated.
Oh, I know.
If we weren't syndicated, we wouldn't have a WOW contest. The girls have let us down once again in our hometown of New York City.
We'd have no broads.
We have one girl officially that has represented New York City in this WOW contest. The other girls, they happen to come from D.C.
Yep.
And we put them under the New York heading because we took their pictures here in New York City. You ladies are letting us down once again. And we would be really pathetic if we weren't syndicated.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have nothing to show our listeners. With that said, hopefully some ladies will... Well, they're not going to show up. They're not going to show up. But there's an update from Cleveland. Foz, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Well, I got kind of some bad news here in Cleveland.
What, sweetie?
We are kind of out of the WOW contest for right now.
What happened? I thought you guys were going to a bar because you can't get the pictures done at the station, and all the girls were going to come down and do their thing, and we were supposed to see the pictures by now.
Well, you guys are actually going to kind of laugh your ass off right now because yesterday we started the WOW contest. We were at one of the Crazy Horses in Cleveland, and right as the WOW contest was ending, I called over and tried to get a message to the girl that's taking the pictures for us. As soon as the manager handed her the note to call me, the club got raided and he got drug out of the club.
Raided?
It got raided for something. We don't know exactly what yet. But we don't want to send our photographer and our people over there because we're afraid they're going to get shot.
Shot?
For what?
Maybe arrested.
They came in, guns blazing, huge guns, SWAT gear, everything from what I'm hearing.
What the hell's going on in that place?
How ugly were these chicks?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they come in.
It's a crime.
You will not be representing Cleveland in the WOW contest.
Put your goddamn clothes back on.
You know, your building manager really annoys me in that stupid building you guys are in.
Oh, you're ready to say that stupid state of yours, weren't you?
No, I have no problem with Cleveland.
You
as a
already have a
state.
problem with Queens, San Francisco?
I have no problem with Queens, and I have no problem with Cleveland, with the exception of the disgraceful Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I have no problem with Extreme Radio, except for the building they're in.
What's wrong with the Rock and Roll?
Oh, nothing. Sabbath shouldn't be in. But the problem
here he
is...
goes.
No, I'm done. I've dropped it. I've dropped it. I have nothing else to say. Foz knows I'm telling the
There
truth.
are so many more bands more deserving at this point.
Yeah, there's really not. Ozzy, God bless him, took his name off the ballot. Good for you,
They'll
Oz.
get to Sabbath eventually.
Yeah, of course they will. After all the HIV positive bands are inducted before they die. That's why they're making a Sabbath way, because Ozzy is...
Why are you making fun of Queen?
You have a band?
I certainly don't. Is Queen in? Queen deserves to be in. I have no problem with Queen being in. I have no problem with most of them being in. But just the fact that they won't put... I don't want to get into it, man. It's a disgrace. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I swear to God, I hope somebody throws a Molotov cocktail in there and burns stupid Jimmy Page's leather pants or whatever it was he wore.
Oh, good, Jim.
Oh, bring out that double guitar, a string.
That's good.
Well, there's even some people in Cleveland that got a problem with the Rock Hall, man, so...
All right, so...
I didn't mean to get off on a tangent.
Foz, what the hell are you guys going to do? You got to represent this WOW contest.
We're looking for another place to have it now. Hopefully it'll be the club that doesn't get rated or something like that. And if the building would just get the sticks out of their asses, we'd be able to do it here. But I don't know what to tell you guys. Maybe if no girls from Cleveland get to come into the contest, I'll just come down and let you empty a staple gun into me for it.
Hey, can't you give out your building supervisor's email address so people can write?
Oh, yeah. That always works well.
I don't even know if they have an email address, Norton.
I wouldn't worry
They're
about
already
that.
in trouble, man. Leave the kids alone.
All right, God, that sucks.
All right, Foz. Sorry. And any new girls today representing?
I haven't seen any on the site, no. None.
I check every 5 minutes, because when that new girl pops up...
I know, we're all so excited.
How hot is Corey from Philly? Come on.
Yeah.
Give it up for
All
Corey.
right. All right. Let me go back.
I like the glasses one, dude. I really like it.
Corey from Philadelphia, the first hot chick representing Philly.
Where's that
in my
glasses chick
opinion.
from? She's from Philly?
Oh, yeah. Is she from
She's
Philly,
hot,
too?
man. Wow, look at Corey.
Corey's amazing.
Holy mackerel.
And she's got some dirty girl to her. Let me look
Holy
here.
Toledo. What a dish. She really is a looker.
You like that?
Oh, boy, do I.
Well, you know something? I'm looking at this front shot.
Oh, no.
There's one going one way, one going the other. They're obviously
they're
implants.
So meaty.
No.
She's got to be a dancer. Girls like that are way too hot for me.
So we patiently wait for the new girls to show up on OpieandAnthony.com. The qualifying continues. Anthony, a lot of people think they could vote already. No. We're weeks away from voting.
Hi, Corey. Where are you from?
I like the girl with the glasses better.
I love that girl. She's a doll.
Kira with the glasses.
Doll face.
Little librarian look.
I guess we should give the big plug, because it is Whip 'em Out Wednesday today,
Yes.
Anthony. This is our huge WOW contest. Up for grabs, $5,000, courtesy of risquevideo.com, RISQUE video.com. The ladies, they just show up at the station we broadcast on.
Yeah.
They take their pictures. They send them to us. We put them up on OpieandAnthony.com, and we all get to gawk.
Nice.
And eventually you'll get to vote. But we're not voting yet, so stop asking how you vote. We'll tell you when it's time, all right? We want to qualify more girls. We want to get about 100 girls in this contest.
Mm-hmm.
We're up to, 40-something? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob from Comac is saying he's seen Voss golf. He has all the Dorf on golf tapes.
Speaking of Voss. Speaking of Voss.
Yeah.
You got to go to foundrymusic.com, our unofficial Opie and Anthony website.
Yeah.
There's a link on opieandanthony.com. There's a picture of Voss with Earl. How do you explain it, Ant? Voss's head is on my body. Yeah, it looks like your body.
It's a midget's body. He's got a Star of David tattoo on his arm. And he's got his mule in his hand, just cut off at that point. Yeah, that looks like the picture came from some kind of midget porno, which could be the funniest pornos ever. You ever see midget porno? Hysterical. The little midget ass just going to town on some full-size chick.
So it's two midgets naked, a male and a female. Rich Voss's head is on the naked male midget, and Earl's head is on the naked female black midget.
Because she is a black chick, the black midget chick. So you got to put the Earl face on there. Because the rest of us, it would look silly.
You know, a lot of our listeners really taking the contestants and really doing some great stuff with it.
Yeah.
This is the best one I've seen so far.
That one looks really good.
Voss and Earl as naked midgets
Or you can see
on
me,
FoundryMusic.com.
Or you can see me this weekend at the Stress.
Oh, wow. Oh, he shut off. Wow.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
No, you do a lot for the show.
I do
really
a lot.
sorry.
I don't want to plug the Stress Factor.
You went off, boss. Yeah, no one heard it.
What a prick.
Gig plug.
He's so desperate he'll fall for it a third time. Go ahead.
I can tell if I'm on now. I'm not because I can't hear myself. Oh, yeah, I am on.
You are on.
All right, creep.
Such an idiot.
Dodging me from the golf course.
I'm dodging him. All right. We got to break again, Ant, because we got to catch up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into some debauchery next, I think.
Let's get some of that music going again. I like that. My theme music.
Oh, you know. We got the, we got this.
Is there anything you guys can't find on me?
Rich Voss in the latest issue of Penthouse.
I'm really upset about that.
He did an interview.
Why?
All right, you'll explain next. You'll explain next. See, that's a radio tease. That's
right.
Good. And also the spanking is a no-no.
Yeah, for some reason.
We all got the ass beat out of us when we were growing up, right?
Turns out all right.
Right?
Sure. Different things.
Now they're saying it's bad.
The only bad part of spanking is explaining what that little bump in their stomach is. As they
Oh, my God.
Now the WOW Report. Sources close to Opie and Anthony say that the WOW sticker is your guarantee of plump, firm breasts. We found out different. Let's go to the tape.
You want to see something hot?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God, that's a penis.
Whip 'em out Wednesday. Risky, but usually worth it. Get your WOW sticker today.
The Opie and Anthony Show. W. The Opie and Anthony Show. 102.7 WNEW.
Who's always bring this show to a halt? Oh, screeching halt.
I don't care. Whip 'em out Wednesday. Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Whip 'em out Wednesday. Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is beautiful. Whip 'em out Wednesday. Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Those are real. How about that woman that took her shirt off?
Ah, yeah.
Sexy girls. Sexy girls.
You have sorry wow. Girl show boobs.
Yes.
He just got wowed.
It was amazing.
That's nice.
Opie and Anthony.
It's world renowned.
It's Whip 'em out Wednesday. It's Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Those are real.
Okay. It's Whip 'em out Wednesday. It's Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
What a gloomy ass day here in New York, man.
It's a great day.
Yeah, I just looked out the window. I was like, is it December? What happened? Like, I'm used to this time, and you look out the window and it's dark. It's, you know, the winter. Summer.
At one point today, no joke, we thought anthrax was falling from the sky. It didn't look like rain.
No.
It was a beautiful, summer day.
Hot.
Not a cloud in the sky. Next thing you know, it looked like it was either snowing. I mean, it turned out to be rain, but it just, whatever.
Nasty.
Huh?
It was the wind. I looked at my apartment for a second. They looked like snow. Yeah.
So now,
I was like, yo, what is that?
the boob sighting index, very low here in New York.
It was going to be a 10 today, and it turned out to be like a tree.
It's a 3.
Rich Voss in the studio.
Here's the deal. You know what? We'll make a bet. I don't know what the bet will be that I break 100 tomorrow at Bethpage.
You're talking about that. Bethpage is where the pros just played. I mean, stop.
I'll break 100 there.
Well, he's playing the black course. There's like 5 courses there.
Listen.
Bethpage Black, you're going to break 100?
If I shot an 87 at Doral.
You're going to cheat.
No, I won't cheat. I just played this course in New Jersey National. That's
you say you don't cheat. Course. Are you the guy like, I blew the tee shot, so let me pop another ball?
What was your line about cheating?
No, listen to me. I don't. In relationships, I might, but not on golf. I don't do it, in golf.
What do you mean I might?
Huh? But here's the deal. No mulligans. I take no gimmies, and I'll break 100 tomorrow.
You're not breaking 100.
I'm telling you,
you're that good.
It's a
nightmare.
I'm
not that good.
That's good.
No, listen, if you can shoot
on that course,
anybody. I don't want to sit here and talk about golf when I should be talking about the Stress Factory. But here's the thing: if you can shoot an 87 at Doral, you can break 100. I guess I never played at Bethpage, so I don't know.
You're going to a tanning booth.
I know. I would never go to a tanning booth. I play golf and I take my kids to the pool.
You play golf, right? A lot.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's where you're claiming the tan came from.
And I take my.
Let me see your left hand.
Listen. What do you mean my left hand?
Let me see both your hands.
All right. What? You want to see my hands?
I so got you.
Well, okay. I'll bet you're right. Oh. You'll see the calluses right here.
No. This side of your left hand.
Look at how awful his hands are.
Do you wear a glove?
Of course I do.
Then why is your left hand tan?
Hold on, Mr. Inspector. Because I take my kids to the pool, too. I have kids, so we go to the pool. All right? I don't wear a glove at the pool. I don't know.
Most golfers are very tan, but their left hand is very white.
Why would I go to a tanning booth?
By the way, I did a great job on Sally Jesse Raphael this morning.
I didn't see it. What kind of inside joke is that?
Nothing.
Come on, tell me it.
You did a great job. That's
tell
all I'm
me
saying, man. No, maybe Rich will tell you. Rich?
Hey, boys. Super stupid Jew. What's doing, Voss?
What's happening?
Hey, Sally Jesse Raphael had the creme de la creme, midget, dwarf, like dating game-ish kind of match the people together.
Yeah.
And I thought I did see Voss. But the worst of the thing is one of the guys, not only was he a midget dwarf, he was fat as a house.
A big, fat midget dwarf?
Well, that's kind of redundant. That's almost an oxymoron.
I know.
Yeah, big, fat, jumbo dwarf.
If you're going to be a midget, I'd say you better be a very in-shape midget so you get the midget chicks.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a fat midget.
Well, that was like at that road show at the Vanderbilt when you had that band with the little fat Kiss midgets playing with you guys, remember?
Were they fat?
Yeah, there was like little fat turdy. I mean, you know, little kings. Is that what they were?
Hold on, man.
Yes, Opie.
This is the line of the day. Voss saying he's going to break 100 tomorrow, right?
Uh-huh.
Balloon Not Joe writes on the instant feedback, a Jew never breaks 100.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, hey, Voss, if you break 100 on the black horse, you're actually funny.
Oh.
Sorry.
Voss is a very funny man. You got to see him live.
Well, you got to see him play golf. That's funnier.
Well, you never played golf on that.
I'm out.
All right.
Easy.
But, Rich, what was the toughest challenge when you were married?
What was the toughest? When I was married? I don't know.
Oh, no.
You know, before you guys start trashing this dumb article, when is stupid Big Breast here and Patrice and Mercurio going to bring in old tapes so we can go after those?
That's true. We tore you apart.
Even Mercurio doesn't have to bring an old one. He can bring in one from now and we'll trash him about that.
Incidentally, by the way, my tape is in studio. My tape is here. I brought it. I did what I said I would do. It's just a matter of getting all the guys together.
That you did.
Okay.
And making sure that its audio can be played over the radio because at least yours was TV quality. Mine wasn't.
Michael.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hi, Angel.
Hey, what's up, North? Hey, Voss, you playing the Black tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time's your tea time?
Why?
Because I'm playing it tomorrow, you tool.
What time are you playing?
About 11 o'clock.
No, I'm earlier. You getting a caddy?
Yeah, I got a caddy already set up. Voss, I will play you. What's your handicap?
13.
You're 13?
That's what I just said.
Hey, listen, you know something? Go paint a house, pal.
Listen to me, stupid. I shot it.
You're talented.
What's your handicap? What's your handicap?
It's an 8.
Well, then you're better than me.
Well, for the most part. But I want to challenge you to a game, all right? I get on the Black all the time. I play that all the time.
I've never played it in my life.
You live in New York and you live in New Jersey?
Jersey, stupid.
Michael, what are the chances of him breaking 100 tomorrow?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, you're
not breaking 100 tomorrow.
He's not breaking 100. No. The greens are like 14. You know what that is, Voss?
Yes.
The level of your personality, okay? Your intelligence.
You are really an angry man.
What are you shooting? I'm just angry at you because you're a loser.
How am I a loser?
Houses, and that's all you do.
You're right. I used to paint houses 20 years ago.
Yeah, and when you
and what do you do? What do you do?
All you do is talk about people painting houses because that's all you got, man.
What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living, sir?
What do you always ask people what they do?
Well, because you're trashing me, I should know.
I own my own company, you tool.
Oh, everybody owns their own company, okay? How many hot dogs you sell today? What do you do for a living, stupid?
What is that? You call that comedy?
No, it just got a laugh in the studio, dummy.
It really did,
There's
sir.
4 people here, got a laugh, 3 out of 4. That's not bad odds.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
Okay, angry man. What do you do? You're yelling. Have you ever seen me? Have you ever seen me? No, shut up,
man. You know, there's no way you're going to break 100. You shoot 115, I guarantee you.
Okay, but that's nothing to call and yell and scream. Why did you bring up painting houses? What does that got to do with breaking 100?
Every time
I've never brought that up in my life.
Are you going to let me talk?
No. Go ahead.
You
talk.
let me talk?
Yes, talk.
You're going to talk over. You've got nothing to say.
Go ahead, talk, and then I'll rebuttal.
Why are you calling giving us such a hard
let
time?
Michael talk.
Let Michael talk.
Christ, man.
Go ahead,
Every time. Still talking?
No.
Talk!
Every time you break chops, you always talk about somebody painting houses, man. It's like a repetitive. You're like a broken record. Do you ever get any new material? I'll tell you what. Why don't I loan you $1,000 to get some more new material, right? Some new writers.
Can you send me a check this week?
Yeah, I probably would, all right?
Okay,
and then
first of all, you've never even seen me do
let me
stand-up.
finish,
Well,
boss.
no,
Let me finish, and
let me come back to what you
you
just said. You've never seen me do stand-up, okay, stupid, so you don't even know anything about my material.
What do you mean? And half the country, probably 2/3 of the country's never seen you either.
Yeah,
that's where your talent comes from.
I know. They've never seen me on my 35 TV appearances. You're an angry man.
No, I'm
They
not
see
an angry
me
man. I'm
once
just
and
angry
you
at
do.
you because you're ridiculous. Every time I
Okay.
call up to pay you into one, all you got is the same basic, what do you do, sir,
Well,
and how do you pay
because
houses,
it's
and
easy.
blah, blah, blah. I mean,
It's
you know,
easy it's easy for you to trash me because you know what I do, but I don't know what you do. You're right. We don't know anything about you. You could be some little...
What kind of company? Didn't tell him what kind of company.
Yeah. Are you the guy that called last time when I was in here with the guy from the real world? Are you that guy?
Oh, you moron. That was somebody else that hates your guts.
No,
That was a good line.
That was a good line. See, that was a good line.
Honestly, I'm laughing harder at that joke than the one you told.
That's okay. That's
I mean, you're
okay.
ridiculous. Man.
Okay, I'm
I
ridiculous.
you on the back page so I can sit there like a man and get in your face and ridicule you as well. This
Okay.
is not a bit.
Well, you know what? Carry my bag.
Yeah, carry your bag.
All right,
Let me tell you
bitch,
something.
carry my
Listen,
bag.
I'll get your time on the on the black, and I'll give you like 3 to 8 strokes and still whip your ass.
All right, try to put a sentence together without stuttering. Okay, listen to me. Your problem is...
At least I got on my teeth, pal. Okay?
So do I.
Yeah, how much did you pay for it?
Angry
What
man.
did you do? Sell your body because you didn't win it off. You didn't win off your talent. That's a damn
I know, I have no talent. None whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Guys, Pete from Philly's reminding us that golf talk is bad.
I know.
But I want to know, it's only fair,
Michael,
though.
thank you.
Rich the guy does know a lot about Voss. Any caller does.
He
but
can find his own
I know he
balance,
can,
man.
but I'm listening to it, so I want to know what Michael does. I'm listening, so that's a question I want to
And
ask.
everybody comes back, I own my own business.
Yeah, he won't
you know,
say.
Anybody owns their own business. You can hang gutters.
What
Big
kind
deal.
of
What do you-
business?
It's an executive search firm, financial software. I place people.
You place people?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You're the one ant.
No, I'm not the one, Ed,
That's
you moron.
business.
Do you know about the business world at all, boss?
No, because I've always had my own business.
Yeah,
I don't
what
go
do
to
you do?
morons like you.
Boss, what do you do? What do you do? What's your real job?
Come to the Stress Factory this weekend and you'll see stupid Friday and Saturday, 8 and 10:30. 732-545, ha ha.
I know you're equipped with your knee pad because you're a radio whore. You go in there and you
I haven't been here in 4 weeks. I haven't been
You
here
were just talking
every
about
time.
black and you just went into one of your bits.
Can't believe
You
you're
are so
arguing with
dumb.
us.
I know. Why am I arguing with? You know what it is? You do 1,000 great shows and one show is bad and that's one that bothers you. 1,000 people like you, one hates you, and this is the one that gets under your skin. A guy like this really gets under my skin. I don't know why.
Why would I get under your skin? I'm only kidding around, man. You got a really short temper.
Oh, really?
You
Yeah,
did.
did you get laid a lot or no?
Oh, last night it was like unbelievable.
You did one bad show?
Where? Oh,
No,
no. If you do one bad out of like 25 good ones, you'll think of a bad one.
No, Voss actually is really funny.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's,
we don't
I've
have
never
to.
seen him live. So.
But that angle's boring to play on.
Yeah,
here.
who cares about that? Let's go with I'm a midget and I stink.
All right, Michael,
Okay.
thank you.
All right,
All right.
talk to you
I'm
later.
going to break 100.
People do mistake, though. I'm going to jump in. I don't know if Voss doesn't need my help. People do mistake joking with him and calling him a zero as him not being funny. And as much as I don't like Voss and he's an awful Jew, he is hilarious. A funny comic.
I stink as a human.
As a person, you're gross, you're awful in relationship, and you have warts on your fingers, but you are a funny man.
What did you use on the chick last night? What line got her?
Oh, no, she comes over like once a week, and she's great because, like, I don't have to take her out. I don't have to. She comes over and goes, come on, let's hurry up and do this because I got to get out of here, right?
Oh, yeah?
It's great, and she's hot, and we did it. The other night we did it, right? And she finished like 5 times, and then when I was done, she rolls over and goes, don't touch me. I go, perfect.
Really?
Yeah. What are you kidding me? Don't touch you? What are you kidding me? I didn't want to. And I had a
No
cigarette.
cuddling? You're not a cuddle guy?
Cuddle? If you call a headlock a cuddle, I don't cuddle.
You're not a cuddling guy?
I don't hold hands.
You
I
look
don't
like someone who
cuddle.
likes to cuddle.
No, not at all. Cuddling.
No,
It's
he
the
doesn't.
worst.
You don't cuddle, Jim?
No. And if a girl touches me when I'm watching a movie, I want to break her hand.
Voss likes to cuddle if he's wearing a collar and he's in a confessional. Then he wants to cuddle. You smell like lemon drop.
Voss, do you wear those Payne Stewart pants when you go?
No.
They must look like regular pants when you wear them.
No, I got nice blue one. Oh.
Tommy, what's going on?
What's up, guys? Great show today. Listen, Jerry Seinfeld's opening for Voss at the Garden is more realistic than him shooting 100 at Bethpage tomorrow. Let's get semi-realistic, Tiger Woods. You're not that great.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm talking that. Maybe it's really that tough. Maybe
you
I
better
should
call
shut
us
up.
tomorrow after you're around, because we'll be on the air. And don't lie to us.
No lying.
Don't take gimmies.
I don't listen. I don't take
and
gimmies.
mulligans.
I don't do that. I don't do that because you only cheat.
Who are you
yourself.
playing with?
I'm playing with Paul, the manager from Caroline's. You know,
All right.
His son, Kenny, the manager.
Good. I want backup
Kenny and Paul,
confirmation
and
from one of them.
Kenny and Paul.
Here's a question. What does it mean? I don't know golf. Like that dude who called and said he was an 8 handicap and you're a 13. What does that mean? And I really don't know.
Averages like 8 over.
8 over the par. If the par is 72, if he's an 8, he usually shoots an 80.
Okay, so if the par is 72, you think you're going to shoot an 85. Basically, 72 plus 13.
Well, no, at 13 handicap, not on that course, to break 100, they say, if you break 100
All right, now
there,
you're
whatever.
too-
I know.
I don't
it's
know what
too
it means.
boring.
Dude,
It's too
I'm trying to follow.
That's
with
the
handicap.
basics. If you're like a 10 handicap, you normally shoot about 10 strokes over.
No, my question, if you have a
Par.
handicap, when you break 100, would say 112 with a 13 handicap average out to 99? I'm serious. Do you okay, handicap is not doing it.
Oh, my God, no.
I don't know, dude. I don't follow golf. I'm giving it one opportunity to understand what these two zilches have been arguing. You're not going to break 100 on Bethpage. Who cares? Bethpage sucks. And I like Tiger Woods because he's banging a white model. That's all I like about him. Golf is awful.
The guy, when I was at the Open, this one guy, Azinger, walks off, and you can hear him coming off the 8 cursing the course. He's going, F this place, F this effing place.
I played it once years ago.
That'll
it
be you.
blows.
Yeah.
It's not fun. You play Bethpage Black so then you can brag to everybody that you played the stupid thing.
Right.
Why was
Why
was AZ Tinger mad?
You know what Voss is going to be like tomorrow? Well, Cramden, I need a golf partner for this weekend. I golf. And you're going to be practicing in the house. I'm hitting them uphill, downhill.
Hey, no, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
How's it going? Listen, boss, when you talk about breaking 100 tomorrow, you're talking about CDs you've sold?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
See, now that's a great
That's
line.
good.
That's a great line.
Boss, you do not have a caddy for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I got a caddy. I don't know who it's going to be, but I called up and said I wanted a caddy.
You should get one. You're a celebrity.
I know.
Hold on. Matt?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Matt wants to be your caddy tomorrow.
What's up, bitch? How you doing?
Do you caddy there,
To
Matt?
make sure you don't cheat.
Do you caddy there?
No, I don't caddy. I've caddied before, but I don't caddy there.
All right, you can caddy for me. I mean,
All right.
I called the course and you reserve one, but
You're
if you
driving
want
to Long Island tomorrow morning?
No, I'm driving tonight. All right,
That'd be cool if one of our listeners was the caddy.
I know.
Dude, why are you driving there tonight?
I live in Farmingdale, so I'm right there.
All right,
Don't
you know
count
what?
that. We're the rules,
Off
you know.
off the air, leave your number with them, and then I'll call you and we'll set it up.
Oh, cool,
All
Matt.
right.
Hopefully this will work out.
Excellent.
If it works out, we want a full report tomorrow.
And I'll even
Excellent.
I'll pay you what I was going to pay the other guy.
You don't even have to pay me. I'll
He'll
do it
put the
for free.
quarter in his hand. You tell Ty Webb I'm gunning for him. If he's half as good as he says he is, gonna have to play me to prove it.
Oh, I got a big mouth.
You know what, dude?
You're a good caddy. That's something to be very proud of.
You know what golf clubs are good for? If your 6-year-old spills bubbles.
Crack her over the head.
Andrew, what's going on?
Or if you're Michael Skakel, you
Hey,
just
boy.
spanked it in
I
a
keep
tree.
missing that one.
Skakel joke in golf clubs.
Always funny. You're right. Yes, sir?
Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, Wes, how can you play golf? You can't even see over the tin cups. I know the struggle.
Do you play D out?
What's that?
You know how you ever play D out?
Take your D out.
If you don't hit it past the ladies' tee,
oh no,
you got to play the rest of the hole with your D out.
Oh, not my little
hot.
pathetic thing.
And then what happens if you don't get it past the other thing? It's mouth on? What kind of faggot golfers that you
I've
play?
never played it. I just hear about it.
D out.
D out.
Boy, those white guys are kooky on the golf course. Like a rock concert it is. All our D's were out, and there was a cracker in the middle, and we all finished at the same time and shared it. Golf sucks.
Frank from Manhattan, the only way Voss could shoot 100 at Bethpage would be with a machine gun.
I know.
You know what? All I did was say this. I didn't mean to make a big discussion out of it.
Now we're going to have to see, because you're shooting your mouth off, and I don't think you're going to be able to do it.
I don't either.
All right, we'll see.
I hope you do, just to shut everyone up.
I know. I set you guys up with the softball, and I'll do it with golf now.
He really did with softball.
You did.
Angel Eyes played well.
He was...
I just forgot about that.
Almost MVP.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost MVP. Anthony, what do you want to do with the Penthouse interview with Voss?
I don't know.
Nice of you to thank Opie and Anthony and all that stuff. And
I did. You know what? You creep. Did you see my late Fridays where they said Rich Voss from he's a regular guest on Opie and Anthony? Late Fridays, yeah, that got nothing.
Where was that filmed?
In L.A. It's national.
Stand-up guys trading punchlines with comedy's best is the headline.
You want me to be Penthouse and you be Rich Voss?
Don't you want to put the Voss voice on the whole time? We should just have Voss do it like he does it in his act.
All right, give him
We got the guy. Come on.
Now you're going to have to ask me to read.
Go ahead, read. Grab one of those.
I that, you sweet
I don't
baby.
have my reading glasses. You know,
you don't have your reading education.
It's very rare you have the guy that did the interview, so we might as well have him read it.
Why are you holding the piece of paper like you're an 8-year-old lady? You see that? He's like...
He's holding it way out away from his face, squinting.
My birthday's this week. I'm going to be an old guy.
How old are you going to be?
I can't say that because it'll ruin me with the 21-year-old chicks if I say how old I am.
All right. Hey, Voss, $100 you missed that putt.
Are you going to be playing for the ladies' tees?
No. Play the white tees. The superior race tees.
$100 you slice into the woods. There's no gambling here at Bushwood, and I never slice.
Can I just have a calm day in here? Just sit around and...
hell, I know.
Don't you guys got to take a break real quick?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we won't do the Penthouse thing.
Yeah,
Voss is going to pop out of a hole as I'm All Right is playing and dance around.
That was awful, that little gopher.
Kind of ruined the movie a little bit.
Yeah, it's so cute, it's dancing.
Nothing ruined that movie.
No, the gopher
Stop.
didn't ruin the movie. It was still a great movie, but I didn't like the gopher dance. Yeah, exactly. Look at Ben doing a perfect gopher dancing impression.
He's doing...
Because the gopher was also herky-jerky.
All right, we're going to go to the FU line.
All right.
We're going to regroup.
I saw a movie last night I'd love to talk about.
Oh, my God, let's talk about that, Ann.
Let's talk about a little bit of movies.
Yeah, this Voss thing is...
it's just Voss.
Yeah, it stinks.
No, it doesn't. There's some funny lines in there.
It's not happening in print, and it's certainly not going to happen live.
God damn.
By the pen.
How old are you?
18.
All right, pull your shirt off. Wow.
Fabulous!
Well,
Holy ravioli!
Opie and Anthony.
The Opie and Anthony Show, 102.7 WNEW.
Go crazy, yo! Another band that is better than Black Sabbath. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Metallica. Stone Cold Crazy, yo. What?
They're a great band, Metallica. They're not better than Sabbath, but they're a great band.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, Anthony. Yeah. We don't focus a lot of time on the WOW thing during our show because we have other things to get to.
Just let it happen.
And we've also learned from our listeners that it gets boring after a while when we have girl after girl talking about WOW and what's going on out there. We just, at this point, know it happens.
WOW rules. WOW stories suck. Just enjoy them. It's kind of a you had to be there kind of thing, you know? You see it, all of a sudden you're driving and a girl, you have a WOW in your car and a girl whips out her cans. You're thrilled. It's great. It's kind of cool. Makes the commute easier. But then to convey it is kind of like, yeah, okay.
We get a lot of boring stories because the guys don't know how to articulate their happiness.
Right.
But if you don't have a WOW bumper sticker, make a homemade WOW sign, put it on your car, and see what happens, okay? I will give Rachel just a little time here. Go ahead, Rachel.
Hi, I live outside of Philadelphia, and nobody has WOW stickers, and then when you WOW them, they don't pay attention to you.
Well, first of all, we've told all you ladies you only WOW the cars that have WOW on them.
Yeah, but I do, and
And you know what? And if you don't see any WOW stickers, then all those guys are S out of luck.
Yep.
Do not WOW a car that doesn't have WOW on them.
I know, but I was just driving just a little while ago, and I saw a WOW sticker, and I'm beeping at him so I can WOW him, and he didn't pay attention to me.
Wow, you must be ugly.
I'm not. I'm actually very cute, and I'm very disappointed with these.
Then he must be a fag.
Maybe he's a figgy.
You know what you do?
Then why would he have a sticker?
I'll tell you why. If you can't get their attention, You take a picture of the wow and you mail it to TinkleDrinker at AOL.com.
He's always trying
You
to.
have enough women. Relax.
Good, I have none.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
A fist and a tranny.
Yeah, guys, if you got the wow on your car, you might want to look around a little bit. The girls are out there and they are doing it for you.
Pay
okay?
attention.
Some guy named Frenchie wants in on the program today. Frenchie!
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Frenchie?
Not much. I just want to see if Voss is there still.
Yes, stupid, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing,
What are you
Voss?
going to do what we haven't heard before?
Hey,
Come on.
listen.
What are you going to do original
Hey, you're
this
never
time?
going to
you
break 100
skinny,
tomorrow. You know why?
Somalian-looking white guy.
Because you don't know how to play golf.
I don't know how to play
You
golf?
know that?
I
Because
don't
you
know.
start cars just like you did 10 years ago.
Shut up, skinny.
Huh?
Let me tell you something.
You had a
stunk
crocodile
in
mouth.
softball. You stunk
You
at
Jew
cooking. Shut up, you Jew ass. Come on, come up with
How much
something
you
we
paid
haven't
for your
heard.
teeth 10 years ago? I just like to know.
Ask your mom. She helped
Huh?
finance
You know
them.
why?
Why?
Well,
you stink.
In your miserable
listen to
career,
me. Listen to
you
me.
have to work
you
at
are,
least 10 years
you are
to
the
pay
next
them off,
Lady
you
Di now.
stupid ass.
Shut up. Shut up. You're on your way out.
Maybe 20
stupid.
years you had to
You're
bear for
on
that.
your way out,
Huh?
pal.
You miserable
Come on,
career in you dump in Staten Island, you Jew-ass.
I started in Staten Island.
You prick.
I prick?
Yeah,
Look at
you're a
that.
prick, that's
God,
right.
Please, you are bringing us to a real screeching
Yeah,
halt.
French,
again.
I think
French, you have nothing
Frenchie,
today.
You a jacker.
You are a
Frenchie, not one of your best performances.
I'm telling you, you can't come
boy,
up.
Frenchie. You know
Oh,
what?
yes, I can. Don't
You're
you
like
worry
a
about
souffle
that.
that's not coming out.
You have broken out. Don't forget with your
Go
T-Rex
cook
arms.
something,
How can you
faggot.
putt off with
Go cook something,
how can
homo.
You, tee off
You know
on
what?
a golf course with your T-Rex arm. You need at least 10 feet long. You know what I mean?
That is weak.
Mark.
Oh,
You
no.
what?
Oh,
You don't know how to play golf, you dumbass.
Shut up, Screech.
Mark the day, June 25th.
Yeah,
26th.
This is your last performance.
What day is today? 25th, right?
26th.
26, you perfect angel.
Oh, it's the
Goddamn phone.
Mark it down. Yeah, it's the phone. Yeah, there you go.
Stupid phone. All right, Frenchie.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Love you.
Nothing.
Oh, I knew he was a little too brave today.
I know.
I'll tell you, you can't take on Voss with that
You
thing.
need with the short arms, you need that thing that you hit the ball with. Club, stupid Jew. Your teeth need to pay for them. You have to work 20 years with your stupid act. You, Jew. I'm dying over here. I am sweating into my parfait.
June 26, 2002. Frenchie jumps the shark.
You're not dying, Frenchie. You're killing everyone around you.
He should have went with his Martha Stewart material.
I know.
That sea cannot cook. He previewed his Martha Stewart material,
And you know what he had?
it was good.
He had a whole break to think about that.
I know. Hey, there's a real hot chick here for the WOW contest. Anthony representing New York.
Thank God. Finally. One of the New York girls.
Where is she?
Checking in.
Is she out there? Have her poke her head in a minute there.
And what the hell?
Junior?
Without Rick, how are these pictures going to turn out?
Stinky's going to be taking the photographs.
Oh, no, but Rick is like the master.
Hi. Please remove your clothing for your photo shoot. Hi.
I thought that was her.
Okay. Please now pose sexy. Pose sexy like. Hi, I'm Garrett, your photographer.
Get Stinky in here.
Okay, stand against the wall nude. Like a before shot in some bizarre medical journal.
Do you ever get your hands on those as a kid?
Yes.
And no matter, she could have the worst disease, but as long as she was naked standing there, it was kind of like, yeah, okay.
No,
I don't care about the tumors over her knees.
I'm going to go the other way on this.
What?
You get your hands on that and you're like, wait, I thought naked chicks were supposed to be hot.
I didn't care.
Really?
I
They
didn't
made
care
them
as
look
long as they
so-
were naked.
Ugh.
They'd do that front shot and then the side shot, and they'd have the black strip over their eyes so you couldn't tell who they were. In the medical books.
I love the...
Because they had to check for that curvature of the spine. thing.
Right, yeah. She has scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
I love
This
the
girl has
balloon knot
fat
with
ass.
the warts on them.
Oh,
the
yeah,
balloon
yeah.
knot close-ups with the warts. Those were hot.
I would thumb through those books and go, all right, that's acceptable spanking material.
Hey, where's Stinky
Something.
Garrett?
Hi. I'm getting the proper lens
Ben,
for
why-
the camera.
Get the mic, Ben. I'm calling you out on something
Hi.
today. Why are you handing me a note that says, real hot girl here for a while, and then you're laughing as you're handing me the note. How awful is she?
I haven't seen her.
Don't ruin it. Hold on.
Ruin it.
Look, Opie. I don't care what you say after the photos are taken. But let me tell you something. Let me convey a little story about me walking to my car this morning. I'm walking to my car.
What happened?
Well, I'm walking to my car out of my apartment. The truck pulls over, and some guy leans out and goes, "You are effing up the contest." And I go, "What?" He goes, "You're scaring all the girls away. You talk about what pigs they are." And I said, "Well, that gets the hot girls to go." He goes, "No, don't you understand female thinking? Here I am. I'm on the sidewalk
with your little briefcase.
And you know me. I
getting
just
ready for your job.
My briefcase. I got a Dwayne Reed bag and my cell phone. And I'm walking. I'm all tired.
With your Scooby-Doo lunchbox. Yes, sir. I'm listening to you.
Yes. And he goes, "You don't understand how women think. Even the hot ones always think they got something wrong with them."
He's right.
So if even the hottest chick is thinking maybe we're going to pick apart the ass that she thinks is too big, or the cans she thinks are uneven or something, it's going to scare every girl away. And gentlemen, if you're listening today, I completely agree with you, even though you made me late. But you got to wait until after the photo shoot. Hi, Stinky Garrett.
Good luck explaining this beast after the photo shoot.
Stop it.
I haven't seen her.
I haven't either. What are we looking at, Garrett?
Can you bring her in?
Is the sound on outside?
Where is she here, even? Where is she?
What's up,
She's outside
Stinky?
the couch.
What's wrong?
Steve C says crackle.
Not much.
Steve C says crackle.
Why the smirk?
Oh, man.
Why the smirk? Hi, I'm your photographer.
She's horrendous. Please remove your clothing. Please put it back on.
Who has the balls in this room?
Please post sex tape.
Because I'm sick of having the balls, and Ann has the balls as well.
What does she look like?
Wait,
bring her in.
Wait. Make sure she doesn't go in the bathroom. There's a problem in the bathroom because someone has to turn down the monitor right now, please. No. Turn down all monitors, Stinky, right now.
Okay, good deal.
Do it, you hot seed young fella.
Hi.
All right, listen. They can't hear?
Wait.
All right, listen. Okay. And I'm not calling Ann out on this at all.
Is it still on out there?
Hold on. All right, I am sick of having the balls in this radio show. Mm-hmm. Anthony has balls as well. I'm not calling him out on this one. Who in this room has the balls to tell her that she is not worthy for this contest?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of
course, Voss does.
I always trash.
Jim Norton?
No, Boston, he'll do it. No, I don't.
Ben?
I can't be mean to it.
Yeah.
I can't be mean like that. Yeah.
Steve?
No.
They want to do it? I mean, I have no problem.
I don't know what she looks like.
I haven't
never seen a photo.
Look, here's the deal, though. I don't want her to come in and then Voss all of a sudden attacks. I want to talk to her a little, get to know her background, get a good look, really soak in the look before, and maybe that'll give Voss a little more ammo.
There's no one better than Voss at this.
See, I haven't seen her.
The best.
I haven't seen her yet.
Well, all right. I mean, I don't want to make her cry or anything.
No, shut up. You don't have a conscience, you awful man.
You know what, though?
Let's see what she looks
like. How many nights have you curled up in the fetal position crying because you're lonely and angry?
Last night.
Let me explain something about this radio show. Yeah. Like when I do this stuff, it's not that fun because people expect it from me.
Yeah.
I think people are expecting it from someone like Voss. I want someone that doesn't have the balls normally to do this. Jim Norton.
That's not true at all. You're absolutely wrong. I won't do it just for the sake of doing it. And
there's no sake of doing it.
No. It's something
this is something that needs to be done.
Dude, I say horrible things to people. It's just something I don't like to do because I'm not comfortable with it. I'm honest about that. I'm not being a dick.
But Voss is going to have no problem.
I've done it a million times to these girls.
I'm not being a pussy either. I've said awful things to people. But if someone's
Stinky, if he's pushed, has the balls to do it.
Yes, he does.
Ben, if he's drunk enough during the show, will do it.
Hey, dude,
then I'll call her at 4 in the morning and do it.
I called one of the hottest chicks that was ever in here. I didn't like her. When those drunk girls, I told her, I don't like you.
The Bacardi girls that
I told her, I do not like you. And I told her off the air I didn't like her.
Norton doesn't want to say anything because there's always a chance he might bang her.
Nah, but I can't just be mean to somebody naked. I got a weird thing with that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just can't.
Bring her in and play it by ear.
Steve, any redeeming value? None.
Bring her in and we'll play it by Tusk.
None. She's wearing her underwear, man. She's got
Let's
Mickey
just put it
Mouse
this way,
dirty boxers on.
Let's just put it this way. This girl will make the girl from Columbus look like a supermodel.
Let me look at Columbus.
Well, bring her in, man. She came down for the contest.
Irene.
Yeah?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me is that I want to know something.
Hi, Irene.
How come you're politically incorrect with some people, which is okay, But some other people, you're scared and you step on people. You act like you're on eggshells.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Please explain.
Why is that?
Please explain.
Well, for instance, certain ethnic groups, you don't give a damn how you degrade them.
Be blunt.
Other ones,
and say what you mean. What ethnic groups? Be very plain and clear here.
The black people, you seem to get very frightened of offending them.
They kill people.
I'm not afraid of offending black people. What are you
Yes, you are.
You're absolutely wrong.
No?
We aren't afraid of offending
Okay, and why are you specializing in some soft porn crap? I mean,
oh boy!
What are you doing? You're catering to the jerks of this country, and that's how you make your salary?
What are you talking
about?
Yes. What is wrong with you?
What are you talking
People don't act like you. Go out on the street.
Why don't you get to the point of what you're saying? People sell drugs on the street.
How come you're specializing in this soft porn crap?
What's soft porn?
How fat are you, Cher concert goer? How fat are you? That you don't like naked women? Yes.
125 pounds.
Really? Then you must have
long red hair.
Oh, good.
Irene.
And,
it's not hot red
beautiful
either.
big green eyes.
Irene, can I ask?
Who the hell cares?
Let me ask
Irene. You specialize in soft porn. You specialize in the low elements of this.
Irene,
people,
can I ask you something?
And you love it.
Irene.
You're 35 to 40 years old.
God, I gotta ask Irene something, but she won't listen. Irene, how did you get to know this show?
I listen to it sometimes.
Why?
Because sometimes.
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Sometimes you're funny.
All right.
Then you lose it.
Well,
you lose it.
You don't appreciate the girls that come in and what you call the soft.
No.
Well, that's part of us and part of our show.
There are two women who are mentally deranged, who obviously don't have any self-esteem.
Three now.
And you just degrade them to hell.
Oh,
what the hell is wrong with them?
You are a sad woman. You are the saddest woman. You're sad. You're sad. No, you're not. You're
yes,
obsessed.
I am.
You're obsessed with this show, and it pisses you off, and you love being pissed, so you keep coming back.
And I think that sometimes you're funny. I think that sometimes you're intelligent, but you really go out of your way to degrade people.
Who's your favorite?
And you don't.
What nationality are you? What nationality are you? What nationality are you?
What nationality am I?
Yeah.
I don't think it's important.
Why not? You're talking about nationalities, you stupid dishonest coward. Speak the truth. Tell us the truth. What nationality are you?
You degrade. You
shut your lying face, dummy. What are you, a racist?
I'm very nervous that you don't offend certain groups.
You're absolutely
wrong. If you're going to be politically incorrect, be politically incorrect with everybody.
You are an insane. You're a dishonest. You're probably a real racist, and we're joking. What ethnic group are you? That's right, you white trash whore. That's right. Whatever you are, use your dirty language, you filthy-mouthed, poorly raised hooker.
I used to work there.
Fifth Avenue, sucking you know what for money.
Don't tell me anything. I'm 50 years old.
Exactly, you aging meatbag with one breast.
You act like 12.
50 years old.
And I don't know, you don't...
We like acting 12.
And we like young women.
Did she say she used to...
women with firm breasts.
Oh. Did she say she used to work here?
Teenagers are a bunch of suck-ass jerks.
That's right. You filthy-mouthed senior citizen.
Thank him for that.
That's a nice language for a grandmother, you old bag of meat. Nice language for an old lady.
Irene, you used to work here?
She hung up. Typical of a hole like that. Hang up.
I don't think she was white. She didn't sound
Whatever
white.
she was, why don't you offend black people? What are you talking? Shut up, stupid.
Ugh.
I hate old, deluded people. You 50-year-old, one-breasted bag of meat, just hang it up and be grateful that some of your friends are still living.
If that exchange isn't worthy of a Jim Norton promo, I don't know what is.
But
I saw Steve going, yeah.
Really I hate people that don't tell the truth. Be honest about where you're coming from.
I thought she was endearing.
Dude, she was an old pig. I don't like Jim Norton. I don't think he's funny, or I don't like Opie and Anthony. All right, you accept that because it's an honest point of view. But when you're coming from like this, I hate the fact that my youth is gone, and I listen sometimes, like Anthony pointed out, I like to be mad. Just be honest that you like to be angry, so that's why you listen. I hate liars.
She enjoys listening to get angry.
Dude, people don't think the show is funny. I accept that. That's a taste judgment call, fine. But just stop being so... And then she's got, you effing... Exactly. Show your true colors, you uneducated, ancient pig.
But guys...
You cryptic, filthy-mouthed old grandmother with no love left in your one-breasted life. I'm 125 pounds. And she doesn't have hot red hair. It's probably orange with green eyes. Boy, that's really sexy, you glow-in-the-dark bag of pig meat. bright green eyes and red hair. Do you have any primary colors?
That bozo hair. That bozo color.
Yeah, big red, awful orange hair. That's really sexy. I want to put my mule into a sun-kiss with 2 little emeralds staring out of it. Just big, beautiful green eyes. Men never care about your eyes. We don't care, ladies. We just don't care about your eyes.
I like them.
I love them.
I don't care about them.
See, because you don't look at the person as a human, man.
No, I like a human.
You look at him as an object. I think, I swear to you, the eyes are the best feature on a woman.
Norton likes eyes just sealing them shut with his seed.
Yeah, they're not the best thing on earth. They're not.
You're sick if you don't look at eyes.
Dude, I look at them when I have to, when I'm apologizing the next morning, but I don't like to stare at them.
Because usually they're crying.
Maybe that's it.
Do you understand what I mean about that person? That's what makes me so angry. So just be honest about why you don't like somebody. Don't try to be clever and pseudo-manipulative. Just tell the truth, what you don't like, get to the point.
Okay, we have a girl outside.
Oh, thank God.
And you like softcore porn. Believe me, if we can get away with hardcore,
I know.
That's what we'd be doing.
She brought photos as well.
Oh.
You pig.
Yeah?
What, Stinky? What?
Let's see some of the photos first.
What?
Spread eagle
Stinky, gather up the photos and bring them in.
Let's see the soft core.
Let's look at the photos first.
I used to work on 5th Avenue. Here's your money, Daddy. That's what you did, you ancient pig. Youth is gone. Get used to it. You dirtbag, hypocrite.
But we're all going to be old someday.
I'm not knocking that, dude. I'm 33. Do I resent people who are 18? Most of them are dumb, but, no, I don't resent them. Good for them.
Where are the pictures?
Kids today.
They're not leaving her hand. If they come in, she comes in.
I tell her to come in with them.
No, we got to take a break. We got a break.
Oh, she doesn't want them to be posted somewhere. All right.
Okay. Sorry, Is everybody calm? We still got to talk about Anthony's little movie thing. And the spanking thing. And this fat chick that was at the Cher concert wrecking everyone's time at the FUC Center there.
Another fat monster causing a scene. Why can't... I mean this. Why can't that
There's nice fat people out there,
There's
Jim.
plenty of nice fat people, dude. Of course there are. Why can't
you generalize too much?
I know. I'm a bad man.
You hate all of San Francisco because of one atheist.
I don't hate all of San Francisco at all. There's a mindset that it seems to permeate San Francisco. No, I don't hate it. It's a good city.
You have a great vocabulary.
Dude, I really don't, but you're just a complete retard. And you
Voss does those commercials.
Voss thinks that permeate means forever.
Voss does those commercials about reading for us.
He has no cat feet. He has no new ears.
He has no new material.
My daughter owes... I owe my daughter money, and I suck because I messed that up.
That's all right, Aunt.
Angel, thank you.
You're wearing a very pressed shirt. I know. Got a little starch in your shorts today, huh? Sometimes I say that if someone's cranky. A little starch in the short. We all crack up. Maybe that's the type of humor that old bag of meat likes. The type of, we all laughed a little, and then that was the end of that. No one got hurt.
That softcore stuff that...
I just hate that. It's just a cryptic, jealous old lady. Really taps into rage.
We didn't get on the blacks enough for some reason.
That really annoyed me. Like, what do you want us to say about black people? We goof on everybody, but you don't want to be vicious. You want blacklisters and whitelisters, and that's not being politically correct, stupid. I just want to bang women of all races, so I don't want to alienate anybody. Creepy old racist whore.
Oh, yeah? I haven't seen... Now, see, do I walk out?
She's a mess.
Do I walk out and look during break? I kind of wanted her to come in.
Trying to sneak out. Get the zookeeper to keep her in.
Did we check her for weapons? She's got that look.
Where's she going?
All she has to do is bleed on us.
Wow. Let him hang. Wow. Let them hang like the animals they are. 107, the Opie and Anthony Show. WNEW.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Irene's calling back. Irene?
Yeah.
What's wrong now?
No, I just want to tell you that I'm no old hag. If you passed me on the street, you wouldn't recognize me.
I got a call.
Number one, tell that guy that I'm no old hag. And what if I was? So what? Would that make me less of a person?
Yes.
No, it would not. It would not. You see, you're so mainstream. You're trying to be so cool, but you're mainstream America.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you talking about? You don't think there's any old, good-looking, sexy people?
You sound like the chick from Midnight Cowboy. You were going to ask me
I'm
for
so far
money?
away from that, you have no idea.
I'm a sexy chick.
Can an old lady yell like this? She wouldn't have the energy.
It's not the fact that you might be...
Yes, I used to work there.
It's not your age that I care about.
It's your thinking.
It's your mentality. I don't care how old
my mentality
Can you
is
let me
this.
finish a sentence? I let you finish. You let me finish. That was what bothered me. It wasn't the fact that you might be 50. I don't care. I'd have sex with a 50-year-old woman like yourself. I mean, I'd probably feed you maybe some... pull your diapers off and enjoy you. I'm not saying that your age doesn't bother me.
Right.
No, I'll tell you what bothers me. You degrade people, this station.
But you
I don't
want us
like
to
the
degrade
soft
black
porn.
people. You want us to degrade
and
black
I want to
people.
know what kind of teenager you have to cater to get ratings. Why can't you be intelligent? The
Irene?
smart, funny people that you are.
Irene?
You run it out with the crap. You want us to degrade black people. Those two ladies that keep
Irene, if I could...
Because they loved it.
That's right.
If you want to bring
Why
up...
do they love it? Why do you have to feed into it?
If you want to bring up ratings, we do very well in the ratings with people that are a lot older than their teens.
That's probably
Irene.
their parents.
Whatever.
The point is
you're
that
making
why
it sound
can't you be funny
You can't
and intelligent without being disgusting and degrading?
So you know what's funny and entertaining to everybody else.
People are stupid. Young people are stupid.
See, you arrogant old bitch.
You know it
See?
deep inside.
She is so jealous of youth.
Jealous.
She's
young
jealous
people.
of youth.
Young people, you jealous old, angry
I am
elitist.
not old. I used to be a young person just 10 years ago. When I was young, I didn't do this.
You are an ass, Irene.
You are an ass. This comes out of my ass.
Hey, stop. You're being disgusting
Stop trying
now.
to be clever. What kind of dignified senior citizen? There she goes again.
See?
How easy you are.
With your dirty mouth.
Want me to come to 888 7th Avenue, my old digs? I used to work there.
You're
What did
so
you do?
easy to make mad.
What?
Did you work here at the... Hey. Hey, potty mouth.
Wow, stop the cursing.
Irene, did you work at this station?
No, I worked in the building.
Oh, what happened? You got fired, mandatory
No,
retirement?
I quit. I worked at a public relations firm.
Oh, Jesus, you must have been great there.
Why'd you quit?
Did
Too
you
many young, happy people?
No,
This was 20 years ago before the computer came out.
You're ancient.
Damn that computer, that that infernal device.
How ancient I am? If you saw me, you wouldn't
blame
believe
the
it.
computer.
Yeah, big deal. I'd put it in a lot of people. So what if I...
Everyone knows when a secretary hits 40, you got to get rid of them.
Too. I've seen plenty of gorgeous 60-year-olds. Look at Loretta Young.
You were going to ask me for money?
Do you know that Ursula Andress is 65 years old?
Exactly.
Would
And
you
she's hot.
reject Ursula Andress?
No, I wouldn't.
She's so bad.
But she's not an obnoxious, potty-mouthed, jealous old lady. You
I
are.
am not a jealous old lady. You've never even seen me.
Irene,
you jerk.
take your teeth out.
Hold on. All right, Irene.
I don't know who
Gum
you
me.
are. You don't know
Irene.
who I am.
Irene. All right, hold on. Irene, we want you down here in the studio.
Why?
We want to take a look at you.
If I'm wrong, I will admit and apologize.
I don't think it would be mentally healthy for me.
Why? You got mental problems.
Because I don't like the way you operate. I don't like soft porn.
Irene, what kind of medication are you on? Be honest. You're on antidepressants, right?
I should. My boyfriend died on my bathroom floor 3 years ago. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? You see what I mean? This is why I won't come down.
Oh, God.
Why are you laughing?
No, really.
Wait.
Why are you laughing?
Irene, I agree. Stop. That ain't even
I
funny.
want to know why you're laughing.
Irene, I agree.
Tell me why you're laughing.
Oh, no. Tell what happened.
I'm sorry.
That ain't cool. That ain't
Irene,
cool.
Say you're sorry,
what happened?
and that's all you have to say.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do it.
What happened?
What happened?
Hold on.
As long as you say you're sorry.
What happened?
Hold on, Irene.
Yes.
What happened?
I'm not feeling too good about myself, and I apologize.
Apology taken.
So what happened in the
What
bathroom?
happened, Irene, in the bathroom?
He died of heart failure.
What?
What are you doing?
He died of what?
Why is that laughter in the background?
He died of what?
No. I wanted that laughter in the background stopped. He was a great guy. He was a wonderful liberal. He was a wonderful, cool guy. You would love him if you knew him.
Irene, what happened on that bathroom floor? What did he die of?
Heart failure.
I'm sorry to hear that.
see what I mean? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Apologize. That's why I won't come down. Apologize.
Irene, listen, this is Opie. I apologize for Anthony. Anthony is a son of a bitch. He's had a tough year or two.
I don't care about me.
Listen.
Apologize about my boyfriend making fun of the people who died.
Well,
that's all.
He's not going to hear the apology.
Yes, he is. I believe in life after death.
Yeah, but he's taking a dirt nap.
Yeah, he's rotting somewhere. Don't worry about him.
He's not rotting. There is an afterlife. He's fully alive, and he's listening to you.
He's not.
He is. Why do you have a vested interest in not believing in the afterlife?
When do you think his jaw dropped?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
He went bye-bye in the box.
I could show you pictures of him that would put you to shame.
How
he
big
was
was
a
he?
gorgeous guy, and he's still alive. He's still alive. He crossed over. Don't you
He's
listen to
still
Opie?
alive. Shots and he's still alive. How long were you dating Virgil Salazzo?
30 years.
30 years.
Irene,
why didn't he marry you?
Wait, I want to hear the story. This is very sad,
yes,
you idiots.
right.
Why are you doing this?
All right,
I'm sorry.
All right.
All right,
30 years.
Hold on, Irene. So what happened? He went into the bathroom and take a bath?
No. I came home one day, and he said, he was in bed, and he said, I said, what's wrong? And it was 6 o'clock. He said, I think I have the flu.
Oh.
I said, I said, okay. So I just went about my business, which is, and then...
Are you feeling guilty that you didn't bring him to
I don't feel guilty about anything.
That point? Yeah.
I mean, about that dying, I had nothing to do with it.
No, about not bringing him to the hospital.
Maybe you should have taken him to the hospital and said it was sick.
Yeah, there was talk of that, and I thought it was the flu. There was no clutching of the chest or a pain or anything, so we thought he had the flu. So he was even, getting up and going to the refrigerator now and then.
Yeah.
He did keep going to the bathroom, so I figured, gee, he must have a virus.
Right.
2 o'clock in the morning, I'm woken up, and his uncle was living with us.
Yeah.
You know, his uncle never married.
Right.
I said, what was that noise?
Guy?
And I said, what noise? He said, I heard a commotion in the bathroom, and then I heard some guy say, help me, help me.
Oh, no.
And I said, I went in there, and I still thought it was the flu, and I go in there, and I say, what's wrong?
Yeah.
And he says, he couldn't answer me, and so we moved him, but it was like moving dead meat.
Oh, boy.
So I called the ambulance, and I saw him sit up, look straight ahead of me as if he was looking at something.
Yeah.
And there was no pain, there was no screaming, there was no yelling, there was no clutching of the chest. And he said, I'll be all right. I'm going to be all right. I said, oh, yeah? Oh, that's great. So I turned my back, called the ambulance. Ambulance came 1, 2, 3, didn't let us see anything, put us in the police car to drive us to the hospital.
Yeah.
The police car wasn't moving, and then they came back and said, that's it, he's finished. You think that's funny? Can I have an apology? Can I have an apology even though I know it's your dick?
Oh, yeah. We make
Can I have an apology?
Yeah, we make it okay by just apologizing. Oh, Irene, I'm really sorry.
I am sorry.
Okay, but listen to
We're
this.
obviously going for a cheap laugh.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
Okay, but the point is that I don't like your soft porn. I don't know why you degrade certain people.
You know what? You're actually right. And you know what I don't like?
I think I know why you do it, because nobody would be listening to you if you didn't do it, right?
You're right. You know what? And you know what I don't like? I don't like annoying, lazy girlfriends who tell their boyfriends to go back to bed when they're having heart pain.
She wasn't having heart pain.
My God, see the signs next time.
What?
Yeah, maybe if you weren't thinking about your beauty, so you rush them to the hospital.
There was no heart pain. There was no pain at all.
You're feeling guilt, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to John Edwards?
John Edwards, I watched him. He's wonderful.
Maybe he can put you in touch with your boyfriend.
No, I'm not interested in that. I like
your
Gary
boyfriend
Zukav.
can yell at you for not taking him to the
Zukav?
hospital.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Gary Zukav?
No.
No, why? Did he also kill someone he loved by laziness?
What?
Who is he?
Wasn't he the guy that hung around with John Travolta in Greece?
No,
it was Danny Zuko,
Find out who he is.
Oh, I forgot.
The point is
maybe
that
your husband,
maybe
your husband faked his own death to get away from you.
Yes.
I really wish, because that would be better than what's now.
You were going to ask me for money? I'm a very sexy chick. Oh, no, man, here's $20 for a cab.
What?
I know, Sylvia Miles, you didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it.
Was it your boyfriend or your husband?
Well, it was like a common law.
All right, 30 years and you never put a ring on your finger. Doesn't that tell you how aggravating you can be?
I told you she was black.
We had a bond where that
Irene, I know this is going to be
I wasn't at all.
Irene, I know this is going to be a little uncomfortable for you, but what were his last words to you? Do you
I'm
remember?
all right.
So he's a Kenny Loggins fan?
What? What? I don't understand what you're saying. He seemed to be looking past me as if he was seeing something.
Probably some softcore porn.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, right.
Really
And so he said...
A hot young chick walking past the ambulance.
No, yeah, right. That's funny.
Wanted to get a look.
He just said, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I feel fine. I said, oh, that's good. And I turned around and I'm not psychic at all. I don't have any premonitions of anything.
Right.
You sure don't.
Especially, I even heard the low-flying plane in the World Trade Center. I was right there.
Oh.
And I thought it was just a low-flying plane. I wanted to see it.
It was, you idiot.
Because I'm fascinated with low-flying planes.
We all are.
Fascinated by low-flying planes.
I think we all are, yeah.
You try to catch them with a butterfly net, you
I
horse.
had no premonitions and no psychic ability at all.
Irene, I have a tape of your boyfriend's last words.
No.
Shut up.
Could you shut up?
No, what was...
Quiet.
What was his final words again?
I'm okay. I'm fine.
I thought it was I'm all right. You just messed up my...
What's the difference? What is the difference?
You should remember the last words. What was it?
It was I'm all right, you said.
I just told you.
I'm alright. Nobody but about me. Why you got to give me a fight?
Look,
As you
get
asked.
out of here, okay?
Yeah, do what you like. Go back to bed. I'm having a heart attack.
Listen, moron. Listen, ratings grabber. Hence the ratings.
Also talking about the medical alert button, you selfish bag.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Low life.
Better than no life.
Low life. I want to know something.
Wait, let them laugh.
Who are you trying to please? The teenagers? You want to make it entertaining?
Everybody with a live spouse.
I know.
You know what? You're boring. You are such bores. You just be funny. You think you're so different, but you're so mainstream. It's not funny. This has been done before. Don't you understand?
We're cakes for nothing.
That was the last word.
We're cakes for nothing.
It sure beats falling on the bathroom floor. The old lady's got a dirty mouth.
Mother effer. What's that about?
Shut up!
Hey, everyone. We're all going to get laid. Old school.
Hey, wait a minute. You want me there? You want me there?
Love to have it.
What?
Get the hell out of our way. It's obvious this guy's having a heart attack.
Apologize.
Here's the boyfriend on the other side.
Up and over here now.
I'll apologize. I know what happened.
Hold on. They dumped out about.
Wait.
Hold on. They're dumping out like
we
crazy.
gotta let the
man. You gotta hear this later. This lady say the word mother effer. It is scary when it comes out of her mouth.
Hey, you know what's really?
All right, what, Irene?
You want me to come down?
Did you stand up in the tub in The Shining and he had a heart attack when he saw you? Is that what happened?
You want to see?
No.
You want me to come down?
You want to come down?
You want me?
We'd have you come down.
Then why don't you apologize right now for everything you've done, whether it was necessary to get ratings or not?
We're not the ones who ignored our loved one.
I didn't ignore anybody.
Yeah,
just
you did.
tell
You wanted
me.
to go back to bed.
No, what you said doesn't affect me at all. I just want an apology.
Huddler.
I want an apology for that little...
No, I won't.
I don't blame you.
I don't want your cigarettes or your cigarettes. I want my dead fiancé.
Apologize.
What were his last words?
Apologize.
I got him right here.
Apologize.
Help me! Somebody help me! Help me!
Wait, do that again, Ed.
Apologize.
I'll play the part of Irene.
All right.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Ouch.
Apologize now. You better apologize.
What's that, sleepyhead?
Hey, don't make fun of no dead people.
We're not making fun of your inability to see that he was dying, stupid.
Oh, please. That doesn't affect me in the least.
The whole left side of my body shut down. That must be a head cold. Tis but a scratch. That'd be a flesh wound.
Hey, ugly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I knew that would calm you down.
Merciful crap!
To you.
You're right, I am ugly.
You look for everything to you. I knew that would get your attention.
Well, I'd hate to look like bones in a box, yeah.
Apologize.
All right, I'm sorry you had no ability to act when someone you loved needed you.
I just want an apology for that stint you just did.
Is the boyfriend.
What the hell were
I have
you
no
thinking?
qualms and no regrets about that night. Just apologize for what you just did.
No guilt at all, huh?
Hey, Sleeping Beauty needs an apology. Will you give it to her?
Yes, I need it.
The prince should have put nitroglycerin under your tongue to wash you.
Hey, Mr. Comedian, I never heard of you, but shut up.
Of course you didn't hear about me. You're too busy sleeping and going to wakes.
Sleeping and going to wakes?
Here he is.
Apologize for respect. I demand an apology for respect. Will you please apologize for my boyfriend's sake?
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all.
I'm not. I thought it was kind of silly.
I don't care what you think. You're not even a person.
Huddler.
You're not even a person.
I am
so
so
what should
a
I
person.
care?
Yeah, Jim, you're awful. It was Jim that was pushing all those buttons.
Who the hell is Jim anyway?
I apologize.
Jim hides behind his button-pushing ability.
I'm a button-pushing punk.
Here's Irene right as she knelt over him in the bathroom.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Listen,
what did the EMS worker say? Excuse me, ma'am, but your bath mat is talking?
This is getting boring.
Then why don't you hang up? It couldn't be more boring than that lonely apartment. Lonely, empty bed.
All right, Irene, we're out of
Look,
time.
I think that you degrade people like those two women who come there.
Those two women?
Why do you degrade them like that?
Non-pluralizing murderers?
Why do you deal with soft porn? Because I think it's disgusting. I don't like the soft porn.
Those two women.
I don't like you degrading people.
They're
I don't
called
like
women.
you degrading those two women.
Irene.
They're idiots, I know.
Irene.
But why do you degrade
Irene, we
them?
gotta go.
We have to go.
We gotta go. We're just hanging up on you, okay?
The ambulance worker sounded like he had some hope here at the end.
We're going to get through this, though. You just got to keep your chin up. Let's just stick with me at this, and we'll turn this thing around.
All right.
Oh, my stomach.
Hilarious.
Don't you do it! Don't you! I got nowhere else to go! I got nowhere else to go!
Thank you. I got nothing.
Jesus.
I got nothing else.
If you're happy and you know it, clench your chest.
All right, stop. Why couldn't she have called at 5:20 today?
Oh, I know.
Instead, we had to listen to Voss and his stupid golf games.
Something tells me they'll be hearing that at 5:20 tomorrow anyway.
Oh, yeah, less work for us tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
The Opie and Anthony FU line is there for you when life sucks.
Sucks to be me.
Call anytime. 212-830-3785.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
107. The Opie and Anthony Show. WNEW.
Wow, where did the time go?
God damn.
We got this beast outside the studio that's entering the WOW contest. We can't even bring her in now. We ran out of show, Anthony. So Stinky's going to take her pictures. They'll be up on opieandanthony.com tomorrow. Not many ladies entering the WOW contest the last couple days. I'm getting a little worried. Yes, Anthony?
I'm just still laughing. The funniest line during that whole exchange, and Mike from Staten Island thinks so too. You non-pluralizing murderer. You called her a murderer. That's great.
I don't know what everyone else thought. That was one of the funniest things I've heard in, I don't know, almost a year.
I was laughing
with that freaking.
Where is that one? That is the best goddamn siren.
Oh, my God. And then it kicks in. I love when it kicks in.
Oh, there's traffic. Traffic, get out of the way. Someone dying in here. Got Irene's boyfriend in here.
Thanks for giving us enough time to save this guy.
Look at that. I learned that Kenny Loggins song, I'm All Right, never sounded so good as it did during that bit. You guys had me crying at work.
She almost killed the bit, though. We have it all set up. So what was his final words, you know? The big setup? I'm okay. I'm like,
I'm okay.
What was a song called I'm Okay?
She doesn't like the WOW contest. She doesn't like the WOW contest. Maybe we can go into her bathroom and hold the WOW contest.
All right.
Horrible.
Look, man. Jason's been on hold for like the whole show. Jason.
Angel?
Oh, boys.
What's up,
Angel?
You gotta make it fast, Jay. We got
Only part Irene had with her husband was the one that he had with the bathroom floor. All right, here we go.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Wait, what do you got?
9mm shotgun. You ready?
Yeah, let's hear.
What are you doing?
Cool, that's a movie.
That's like a movie.
Is that Half-Life or something?
Yeah, he's playing a video game.
Hi,
Pew, 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 pew.
What an idiot. A 9mm shotgun. Shut up. I thought he had a 9mm and a shotgun.
If there's ever been a sillier goose, I've yet to meet him.
All right, what did we learn today? I don't know. Sheep lover. I learned today, June 26, 2002, the day that Frenchie finally burnt out.
Yes.
He also learned when you're a midget, you should stay in shape. He also learned Mexico is a good place for 11-year-old prostitutes and diarrhea. It's all sheep lover today, huh? He also learned the Greek Picasso is not as great as the pinch pot mudworks.
Pinch pot mudworks, man.
And finally, he learned sometimes it's good to have a grandma in the guest room, Anthony.
Right.
Jersey Gary learned the WOW chicks from Cleveland must be really ugly if they had to send out the SWAT team to stop the photo shoot. All right, there was so much we wanted to get to today.
Yeah.
Once again, we went off on some stupid tangents.
Well, it happens.
Anthony went to a movie last night. There's some good stuff there for tomorrow.
Crappy movie.
We got the spanking thing. Spanking is a no-no now, Anthony.
Yeah.
And we'll find out tomorrow if Rich Voss will break 100.
Yep. Perfect, baby girl.
I will. You will not.
All right. That girl was nuts.
12-year-old Gary, what's up, bro?
Hey, guys.
Hi, little Gary.
Hey, Northern. Wow, Jesus Christ. It was hysterical, but it was cringe. I was cringing. When she said, his last words were, I'm alright. I cringe when you play that song.
Little Gary, look at him.
I laughed.
Little
But
Gary.
she deserved it, saying teenagers don't know what they know.
Well, you don't know that either, because you...
Hey, I graduated, so I mean, I'm learning.
Where'd you graduate from?
7th grade.
Wow.
I mean, 6th grade. I'm going to 7th
the
grade.
6th grade graduation. Remember that one?
Yep.
No.
That's a huge accomplishment for Gary and his family.
Drop out now. The rest of school doesn't do nothing.
Sure.
Good luck, son. Stay in school. Doing good.
I am.
He's
Good boy.
the first one in his family to make it past the 7th grade.
Won't do you nothing, no good.
All right, Gary, thank you.
All right.
Godspeed, young man.
Let's go to Chris. Chris, what did you learn today?
Yo.
Hey, man.
Hey, I learned to keep Grandma out of the guest room.
Yep.
A Jew never breaks 100. And famous last word, I'm all right.
Everyone remembers his last words.
I'm all right.
And all she wanted was an apology, and then we apologize, and everything's okay
Everything
again.
was smoothed over.
Then we get her worked up again, but then we apologize.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that again.
Oh, I'd like to just grab her taffy ass and twist it.
Dylan from Jersey says the clip that guy was playing on the phone was from Terminator 2.
It was?
So, yeah.
Good ears.
Hey, Alan, what's up?
What's up, boys?
What's up?
I'm calling y'all from UNO, the University of New Orleans.
You've got the potty mouths on everybody today.
What type of talk is that?
What are you doing with the cursing?
Okay, that was the funniest I've heard in weeks.
Well, that is a lot better.
By the way, my nickname is the blind-ass mother...
Okay.
Hey, that's funny, Alan.
Hey, Anthony.
Nope.
No.
No.
Anthony, I'm not trying to kid you. You better send me instant feedback next time.
Send you instant feedback.
Yes, I've sent you instant feedback before and you haven't emailed me back.
Hey, he does a radio show in New Orleans. Instant feedback, the guy.
Oh, okay.
I've given you my damn email address, too.
Wow, Anthony.
I think we got a love connection.
Looks like you got a new sleeping partner.
Love connection, my ass. How would you like a 62-inch cage stuck up your balloon knot?
I don't know.
I'd like that a lot.
God, he's in New Orleans.
Who, Jim would like it?
All right, Alan, thank you.
Why do blind people talk loud?
Well, that was Richard for a second.
Really loud, that guy. Why would he like it? I can't see. Oh, all right. Get a hold of yourself.
What a stupid show we had today.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Voss playing
Strush Factory Friday and Saturday. But I had nothing.
And if you want tickets, call for 732-545.
Is that a coincidence, or they get that number?
Well, you know, I think Vinny said, what sounds like a laugh? Huddler, that's too long.
Too many.
Guffaw, that's wrong. How about ha? Can't just do it once, 545. Ha, that would be stupid. Vinny, you really are an ass. Your stupid catchy phone number, you clod.
Hey, Norton, when you in Atlantic City?
We're sold out, actually. We have another show going on sale Friday morning, the 27th.
Someone has to put a stop to this.
Well, no, we have a show going on sale, Richard.
All right.
I'm not plugging it. I don't care. 27th. If you don't want to come, don't come.
Kill the show.
Oh, hold on.
Just kill it.